Shit.
Are you both now? Is it PJC or JCP?
PJC 201.
Are you both?
Yeah,
PJC
yeah,
Absolutely.
Is there like how do you become PJC 2?
We gotta kill somebody.
Damn.
Somebody wearing like Nautica or something?
Polo fit.
Somebody that got on Hilfiger?
The first nigga we see wearing USPA, we gotta kill.
Oh, USPA. It's not Ralph.
That's fair, bro.
Yo, Marcello killed like 8 niggas.
I'll do that, and I don't even want to be
He's a
down.
sniper.
I just want to do that for
Marcello
fun.
killed like 8 people. I said I'm gonna be under you because I don't want that type of problems.
So it depends on how many kills you got?
Yeah.
You gotta have a high
That's
kill
Like
count.
Call of Duty. You gotta kill all
Facts.
that.
So it counts on our bodies, right? That's
Yeah.
what we're talking about.
Nah,
I mean, it's a family thing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, you know, we all together. We
It's
always
like-
hanging out.
you know
We
what
rock
it is?
the low together.
No,
you know, you just...
I'm gonna hit it on the
You get the L's.
It's like a biker gang. You hang around.
Yeah.
But your only connection
Right.
is Polo.
Because if it's a gang, you
Right.
get beat up, you learn
Yeah,
your
that's
lessons.
it.
It's like a biker gang.
Ain't
You
no
hang
31s
around.
and none of that
Cause-
dumb shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no bang
I
out.
used to
Can
tell
you
Max,
join if you don't wear Polo?
I mean, then you ain't really a low life. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a low life, I mean, we all got to
Are
be
y'all
share this.
affiliated with Lowlifes? Is it like
Well,
a
no,
chapter,
it's
like an
it's a
extension?
chat. Yeah, it's definitely. Hell yeah.
We're
Hell
real
yeah.
low.
Yeah.
Y'all got meetings?
Like a chapter.
No, but I mean with the
No, we're real
No, it's
low.
part of the low life.
is Lowlifes considered a gang or
Thirsty-
like a?
But
Thirsty-
no,
Nah.
the way
Thurston
when it was
Howe-
when it was
Thurston
started, they were
Howe
considered a gang to
sanctioned
other people.
PJC.
Is Thurston Howe the founder of the Lowlifes?
He's one of
one of
them.
them.
He's
Him,
like the
Rack,
Grand
Nah,
Poobah and
nah,
shit.
he's
Rack.
one of them though.
Yeah, him, Rack.
And
He
so he
sanctioned.
sanctioned y'all.
Rack
He
low.
sanctioned
Yeah.
PJC.
He gave the blessings for PJC.
That's
I
what
to
think,
become
me
PJC.
personally, I never cared to talk about it because for me, in the beginning, guys tell Max, yo, I like that shit. I fuck with that shit. And I've always liked Ralph Lauren since a kid.
Right.
I never learned about
I
low
never called
lights
Ralph Lauren.
till I never learned about low lights till like I listened to Underground.
Right.
Because I was a fan of Thurston.
Right.
So I used to see him in Rack Low and this, this and that. And then Maxie.
Well, them stories came to
Yeah,
him. You know what I mean? So he was hearing about it.
Maxie became part of PJC, and I used to call Max like, "Yo, who do I gotta knock out?" You know what
I just killed 3 of
Yeah.
the USPA
I'm
boys.
I'm not gonna.
I just ran them over with my car.
I like this shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel it. You know, and me
Stupid.
personally, always loving fashion.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I wasn't really like gravitated to the polo, because I've always liked Ralph Lauren. I just was gravitated towards fashion.
Okay.
So Max used to be like, yo, I fuck with these niggas, PJC, this and that. So I would just, go to
So primo,
Frank's.
ven acá.
Yeah.
Déjame hablarte.
Yeah, sit down,
Get over
bro.
here, my brother.
Yeah.
What up?
How long have you been down with PJC? And shout out to PJC 201 if y'all not up on it. That's Polo.
Beginning, the
Make
beginning.
sure y'all fuck with
Marcelo, they call me Lito Leets. PJC now 10 years, right?
that. Okay.
But so to get with PJC, it's probably 10-year anniversary we just had. But I go back, I've been rocking low since like 87, 88, and I still have those pieces, right?
Okay.
My big
I hate
collection.
that.
So yeah, PJC, it's not like you get jumped in and none of that. Right? It's more like you kind of
You ain't gotta steal no low and shit.
Almost voted in, but you can see people, and if you approach somebody that's dipped out in low, you can ask them, who gave you, if they're claiming low lives, you can question them and be like, who gave you your L's? Who gave you your L's? Right.
Okay.
So it's somebody it's got to be a general that's giving you your L's, right?
Okay.
So each chapter, it's universal, right? So it's worldwide. We have low lives everywhere: Argentina,
Japan.
Mexico,
Yeah.
Japan. It's
That's
worldwide.
amazing.
Australia.
That's dope as fuck, yo.
That is dope.
So
Canada.
Thurston, of course,
Japan.
he definitely opened the floodgates
Right.
worldwide.
Right.
Because
The underground music.
yeah, the music
'cause
really.
him and Rack Low would do tours, like
Right.
London, all these
So
places.
like I was wearing low. I was working in Pathmark in downtown Jersey City. This is maybe 92, 91.
Yikes.
And I met this one cat there. I was already rocking low, and he was like, "Are you a low life?" I was like, "No, I didn't even know they had a."
You didn't know what that meant.
What they was doing out there, we was doing it out here in Jersey. We was boosting in stores out here. We were hitting up all of the spots out here. And I had my man who passed on, my brother, right? It was like a life loss. My man Rude Boy, he was French Korean, but he looked kind of like Cameron from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. The rich kid, right? So he would go in, and I was his decoy. I would go in, and I'll put all the pieces that I wanted. I'll throw them in the thing, and he'll wrap them up. And then the cops would stop me, and security's to check
Right,
me.
right.
Meanwhile, he's out, and we'll meet up later. So we were boosting everything in sight, right? So then we found out that so then that cat put me down with low lights back then. He's like, you should come. So Ronell, which I haven't ever seen since like '94. He moved from Brooklyn to Jersey, and he had put me down, but I didn't know that was going on out there. And then,
but he put you down with a chapter in New York.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Well, he was, he was like, "Oh, you should come. I want you to meet everybody." He was like,
Right.
to him, he was.
Jersey
it
wasn't
even established yet.
yet.
No, and not even worldwide. It was just Brooklyn. It was just Brooklyn.
Yeah, it was just Brooklyn. It wasn't even all over New York.
basically.
Yeah, so I didn't know that same trend was going on out there because we was boosting. I used to go to the club. I was 14 at this time, and my boys used to go boosting.
That's awesome.
I used to go clubbing.
I want to get to that from my.
So my first club was
clubbing or the boosting?
Was
the
Trip.
boosting
okay.
from people.
So we used to go to clubs.
That's not boosting.
Not boosting. That's home robbery.
These are the
Word.
people.
Difference.
Yo, Brooklyn niggas get killed for a certain item.
Yeah.
To this day.
All right,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
I'm
so-
getting.
So go ahead, I'm
getting
sorry,
to
my brother.
robbery,
No,
not
no.
killing.
Okay.
So we was doing the same thing that they was doing out there. We just
Right.
didn't know that it was a thing
Where-
out here. So we would go clubbing.
In Jersey, we were boosting.
We was
What
boosting.
years? Where the fuck was
87,
I?
88. We was
You was
boosting
a
early.
nigga.
baby, my
Yeah,
nigga.
you were like 11.
So I'm
nigga.
48. I'm
brother's-
48 years
My
old.
brother's
Right.
50.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm 45. I'm 3
So
years
around
younger.
that time, you were like 14, 15.
Yeah, 14, 15. So I was going to clubs. So
yeah,
the first
exactly.
club I went to was Trip, which was Mars. Right? Mars was on 14th Street and West Side Highway, right?
Nice.
10th Avenue, I think it was.
Okay.
But we used to, there was 5 floors, right? The second floor was Trip, where we saw like KRS One perform live. I seen Tribe Called Quest before they were signed.
Classic.
All on the little stage similar to this right here. You know?
Right, right,
It's
right.
Like they're standing, they're performing, all crazy.
That was like where they give people their first shot.
Basically.
To see how the crowd.
Yeah, so we was there in the clubs,
Right.
just chilling, and Stretch would even DJ. Adrian, he went by Adrian.
Adrian,
V,
yeah.
Clark Kent, Funkmaster Flex had his first. That was his first place to DJ. So this club,
hate it, Flex.
I get in there.
still do.
They were selective at the club. They would be
Yeah.
at the door, and people be waiting outside. They would select you. You could come in. You can.
Right,
They were
right.
selective.
They were doing that.
I knew the people at the door. So
you
I
always
get in all the
getting in.
time, and my
Yeah.
boys that would be on the side, they'd be like, "Yo," so then they hit me up the next day, like, "Yo, can you get me in next time?"
Yeah.
So these cats would all boost. So Friday night, Saturday night, whatever it was, I'll meet them at their house. Very punctual.
That's
I am.
real
I'm very
history.
punctual. Very punctual.
you're
I know you are.
I'll be there on time.
I know you
Today
are.
I was looking for
As
parking,
am I.
and I just left the client. So.
As am I.
I know you are.
Said
I
no
know
one
you
ever.
No, I mean to-
Yo, that's
was
a
an
dope
overflow.
story because I ain't hear this.
So
Go ahead.
I
we would
never
go.
heard this.
So we would go to the club, right? And my boys couldn't get in.
Mm.
So these cats, I meet up with them later. The next day, whatever, they'll say, "Oh, well, next week, before you go to the club, let me go with you so I could get in." Because these cats, when I would leave the club at 5 a.m, them fuckers were still outside in the cold.
El
I was
Diablo.
like, "Yo."
Yeah, because
So-
those were the after hours
Yeah,
spots.
yeah. So when we
Right.
would leave,
Spots,
they
shout out
stopped
to
me. Yo,
Spots, shout out to
Lito,
Spots.
take me
Shout out
next
to the
time with
tunnel.
you. Take me with you next time. All right, boom. So I would go to their house. They had just came back from boosting. So I was a freshman in high school. My outfit, bro, cost more than the whole faculty.
Yeah, basically.
it wasn't even
Basically,
polo
what
shit.
everybody in the class was wearing
I
didn't
was
amount to
wearing-
what you had on.
And then we were boosting everything at then.
Yeah.
Giorgio Armani, everything. I was
Yeah.
going in with Nino
That's what
Cerrucci
people
suits.
don't understand. That low lifes
Yeah.
get fly
Yeah.
and fly shit.
Yeah, it was just fly.
It's
Whatever you
just
had.
that.
Yeah.
It's just that.
It was just fly.
Ralph Lauren was like the main brand.
Yeah.
But a low life.
Would steal all
a
the fly
real low
shit.
life.
Yeah, we was
and
getting
forget
anything.
stealing. A real low life
Gets
get
fly
in
in-
anything.
Yeah.
Well,
That's why-
I think
that's-
that goes back to the premise of a fly person makes the shit fly.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you put
No,
on.
that's right.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. And I still do that this day.
Yeah, because you can
Because
have
this
the dope
niggas
shit
in
on, but
a
it looks like
this
shit.
niggas that got a
You know what I'm saying?
$4,000
Big facts.
outfit on,
And it look lame.
I'm like, nigga, you look like a fucking corn.
Dick. Yeah. That's a big
You
fact.
know,
As a seller, does
Because
that ever
I
conflict with you?
can go to TJ Maxx and Marshalls on a good day
Right.
and look better than any Balenciaga.
Right.
Facts.
Oh, that shit rap.
But
That shit rhyme.
have you ever tried to rap?
I did. But I know it wasn't for me. I knew I was just a whatever.
A fly nigga.
Yeah,
That's good
yeah,
enough.
that's it.
That's all
We
that
gonna
matters.
get you like West Side
Let me
Gun
get
on
back
the
to
track.
my
You can be on your West Side
Yo.
Gun shit now.
Nah, West Side Gun, my nigga.
Did y'all boost share? So if let's say the brother Sammy and Max went and just boosted a bunch of shit, and then you popped up at the crib, like
Oh,
would
so
they
let's
bless
say,
you?
so those
Absolutely.
cats that I would meet after
Absolutely.
that couldn't get into the club, I would meet up with them at their crib, and then they'll be like, they take forever. That's why I'm punctual. I'll be there on time. We're gonna go to the club. I thought they take an hour to get ready, but they're taking out all the shit they boosted. They're like, here, take this, keep this one, because that was their way of getting them in the club. So they would bless me with a couple of pieces, and then after that, I was like, it was on. After that, I was like, I'm gonna go boosting with y'all,
and then we go to the club.
You know,
big facts.
So then from there, the collection started.
In New York.
The collection started. The collection started. Just it got crazy.
That's fair.
Yeah. So the collection got crazy, and I continued after even Polo died down. Right.
You still kept boosting.
I kept going. I kept with collecting. I always kept it with that.
Let me jump in there.
That was my shit.
But not necessarily boosting. Just collecting.
Well,
Just
you know,
collecting.
I was doing all types of shit. Going to Marshalls, switching the tags on shit.
Oh, hell yeah. I did that
So you were paying.
I got a new one. This is my new one, actually. This is for all the listeners. So
let the listeners know.
Put them on the game.
Polo hat.
Put them on the game.
You get this is a new one, right? So
the butter knife.
you go to this is paying for it, but you're paying sale price. So you get it. You see the item is full price. You get it, fold it nicely, and then you take it to the back by where they have the dog beds. Right?
Shit.
Okay, yeah.
I'm a
Pick
dog.
pick up the bottom dog bed, right? Throw that shit underneath there, and come back in a month and a half, 2 months. Bring it to the register and say they're gonna scan it, and the price is not the same. It's gonna come up with the sale price.
Lower.
Yeah, and then so if it was 200, you're probably paying like 40, 50. So if you don't want to drop it, then
This guy.
I'll get it later. I'll get it later, and it works. You can do it all household items.
Now you know. Now you know. You heard it here first. Gahhd Cast,
I'm
baby.
just doing my own savings. You know what I mean? Just like you know.
Listen, where I come from, you know, we always been infatuated with fashion because we were poor.
Right.
Like I grew up
Right.
like hand-me-downs. I even wore women's bongo jeans.
I'm gonna blow your mind with that
I used to wear my
story.
mom's jeans.
Hey yo.
There was only jeans in the house.
So let me-
So I started, you know, I said, you know, I ain't tell my mother, but you know, in other words, I was like, you know, one year I said, nah, I don't need school clothes, I got it.
Yeah.
Cause that whole summer, you know, I hustled my weed. You know, I got into my Ralph Lauren, Tommy, Helly Hansen. Helly Hansen was my shit.
Pelly Pell.
Hell yeah.
Nah, Pelly Pell came later.
Pelly Pell was more New York.
Way later.
Hansen.
Nah, I fuck with Pelly Pell, but that shit came later.
Yeah.
Like, I got into my Helly Hansen, we was just hustling, getting our shit. But yo, well, you ain't had it, you ain't had it.
Yeah.
Right. Shit,
So we didn't have. I'm gonna hit you with a crazy story, and I'm glad that it's happening here
shit was fucked up.
because around the corner, that big empty lot, that was my dad's factory.
Okay.
That whole lot. That they used to do as a textile
Yo, what is
engineer.
it with Argentinians with the fucking factories? My parents have
Yeah.
that, bro.
Around the
Mi
corner.
tía
on
Rosa
40
también.
Oh,
On 45th Street right there.
Shut up, I want to
45th Street, right around the corner right here.
Right.
If you look through the back, that big parking,
Yeah,
it goes all the
hold
way
on,
up.
hold on, wait. You know what it is with Argentinians? Fuck that.
Tell me.
Bro, just shut up and let him finish the story.
Shout out to all the Argentinians,
Shout out to us.
I'm about to get wild right now.
So what we saying, right?
I'm about to get wild right now.
Fuck up, let him finish. What the fuck?
They don't suck dick like Mexicans. They come in and fucking and they build their shit.
Relax, Kyrie.
When y'all fucking, yeah, a lot of y'all
he gonna
Mexicans
get
are
canceled.
sellouts. Fuck that.
A lot of
A
people.
lot of
are
real
selling.
Spanish people come here and build their shit
Yeah.
by themselves.
Yeah.
And the fucking Mexicans come over here and fuck that shit up. You do that fucking work, that's 20-something fucking dollars an hour for $10 an hour in the case of fucking Coronas, motherfuckers. And you fucking shit up for all the Spanish people.
All right, no more for him.
So
But still, shout out to all the Mexican brothers.
Y'all don't cut that off.
Don't edit that, blood.
So check it out, right? So my parents, they came.
Y'all
they
gonna
came
cut that off,
No,
right?
we're not gonna.
from,
edit.
they
Nah,
came
nah,
from
we're not
Argentina
gonna-
with nothing.
Go
We
ahead.
started working, sweeping floors, whatever, and eventually became the owner of that company.
That's real shit.
It was Analog Textiles. So
Nice.
growing up,
Continue to work hard.
83, everybody had the
I love your
Adidas.
father. I love your
Back,
father.
that's when I first was boosting.
that.
I couldn't get what I wanted. We take it right from the clothesline. Like the neighbor's clothesline. Lee
Yeah.
suits. Fine. You take the Lee suits from the neighbor's clothesline,
But
bro.
wouldn't the neighbors see you
Nah,
eventually?
you would try to like
No,
avoid that
he's
shit.
talking about wearing the
Yo,
shit.
Yeah. I'm saying, no, you would have to wear that shit on the
Yeah,
sneak.
you gotta wear it when you
Like
get to school.
next
team.
Easter. Yeah. So we would, that's how it was, right? So we couldn't get it. We would try any means, right? So growing up, my dad would come home. It was a textile engineering. So they would get the silks and the fabrics from Silk City, Patterson. They would bring it here. He would dye them.
Yeah.
Madison had all the
And then boom, from there,
I remember
they'd sell it
that.
to the clothing designers in New York.
Right.
So my mom, seamstress, she knows how to sew all that shit. So we wanted Adidas suits You know, my mom, there were 6 of us. My mom buying 6 Adidas suits for everybody at
Yeah.
Lord's in Journal Square. So, bro, I had like, everybody had Adidas suits.
Lord's is my spot.
I had a silk.
Morley's.
I had silk Adidas suits.
Yeah.
Everybody had the real shit.
Yeah.
I had Adidas suits made out of silk with no stripes and
I
shit.
was gonna say,
so
did it have the 3 lines?
motherfuckers would be hiking
So
on me.
you
They would be like, "Oh, you got."
You was breakdancing bootleg.
Yeah. We
But he had silk on, though.
Yeah, but yo,
But little do they know your
Right.
shit is
Yo,
custom made.
it was
Yeah.
custom.
Biggie's lyrics.
Breakdancing
Yo.
bootleg. Nigga, how you ain't got no stripes?
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
We had like my mom made me like a windbreaker suit. We used to
Yeah.
break dance.
Dying.
That shit, I remember I was hanging on the back of the bus because I grew up in Midtown, like past the near the medical center.
It's downtown.
Okay.
It's
Right?
really
From
downtown.
here, we downtown.
Yeah.
So we would hang on the back of the bus, and so not to pay for it, right? And then boom, I got off the bus. My mom had just made this windbreaker joint.
All the smoke.
Bro,
shit was
I didn't keep running. You know when you jump off, you're supposed to keep running. I didn't keep running. I went like this, bang, and straight, about 15 feet. And then when I got up, I had a big ass hole, bro, a burn.
Now it's Adidas with the line.
I'm dying at the no stripes. He had me at the no stripes. Once he said no stripes, I said, don't blame my brother.
So for
We
me,
fucked up.
all of that stuff that, my father, for Christmas, we only got like one gift. You know what I'm saying? Like a pair of underwear, socks, and maybe a toy.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I started working at 12 years old. And even then, I was boosting then from the
Yo,
store.
listen, your pop did a good job. Man.
Yeah, shout out.
But at that time, I remember that time.
Yeah, bro. It was hard times.
hard times, bro.
He put us
that's
through,
it.
he spent
We
money on
came up on
education
little,
for us,
man.
put us in
Yo,
good schools or whatever.
super
But
little.
at the same
why
time,
I
we
be
didn't get
so-
what we wanted. Like I didn't get.
Right.
So to do that,
none of
in
us
order
did.
for me
None
to
of us
get what
did.
I wanted, I had to work.
Nah, super little.
Maxie knows. I mean,
I
we've had
came-
Christmases at his house.
Yo,
mad times.
I'm not gonna lie. I came up like,
All of us
yo,
together.
downtown Union City was like a real fucking ghetto.
Third
Like me and my
country back
mother
then,
would
yeah.
look in the couch for change.
Yeah.
After fucking guests would come. Like that shit was
Bro,
different.
for making the pennies.
And
rolling the
I'm not
penny
even
rolls,
gonna, I'm not even
Penny
gonna blame
rolls.
it on the neighborhood. It was just the time and
It was the
era.
time, yeah.
It was time.
Like,
People
yo,
were getting paid like
everybody-
$5 an hour.
Not only
and
that-
that would be like a
we
good
live in the
job.
city.
But think about this.
My mother would clean 3 fucking houses.
But think about this. It's also
Just enough to barely keep the fucking heat on.
most of our parents were immigrants.
Exactly. All
Like,
of our parents are immigrants. Yeah.
We're
That's
first
why-
generation.
That's why I
we're
respect the
first
hustle. I respect the
But
hustle.
that also birthed the hustle.
Yeah, that
I am the hustle.
That helped
Right.
you hustle.
My
more,
hustle
yeah.
came from seeing my mother starve.
Exactly.
Right.
From the struggle.
and that's another thing. I lost my dad at 14, right? So I had to step up. I never asked my mother for a cent since that day.
Real man
I was
shit.
actually going to a private
Real
school,
shit.
Catholic school.
Real shit.
I told him, man, that's it. I'll
I'll go
transfer,
to Catholic,
right?
public school.
So I went to Dickinson. I went, and that shit actually the Catholic school curriculum definitely was advanced, bro. Because when I got to Dickinson, I was in like all through grammar
So he's
school,
like extra smart.
all through extra.
yeah,
all
yeah.
through
He was way ahead and shit.
This nigga was Duncan Pinderhughes. He was Duncan Pinderhughes.
Yo, all through grammar school,
Kid
I would
Pinderhughes.
be like, yo, what's this? What's this number? What's that number? I was
Yeah.
cheating all the time, right?
Yeah.
When I got to Dickinson,
hilarious.
I was like, people were asking me, and I
They
knew
were
this
cheating
shit.
on you.
Like, I was
Yeah.
like 2 years. That was like 8th grade shit. I was like, really? I was like, bro, and they skipped me a year. That's how
Yeah.
I was like, word.
Schools are
So my
all
senior year, I only did like 3
how it is.
classes or some shit. It was
Nice.
And then
time
he
to
met
boost.
Blade Brown and started boosting.
yeah, bro. But
that
it's that's why it's. I mean, it's really.
Nah,
It's
that's
a
a
big
fact.
important.
So
the
let me
kids
ask
and all
y'all
that.
this: Does Polo does it feel like almost like we made it?
Yo, get a chair for Max.
Yeah, we definitely they come to the realization that we've the ones who kept them, carried them on our backs,
Right.
because we never
what was the
gave up
question?
on
No.
it.
I don't mean
was the question?
not that y'all made Polo, because I think
Yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely
No,
believe
wait,
that the hood made
No.
Polo.
The
They made it
the
famous.
original
worldwide.
Roll Lights
Yeah.
made Polo.
No, I believe that.
That's-
What I mean is,
That's not a
back
discussion.
then when we were all coming up and things weren't great and we was all doing what we needed
we're
to do
still
to get
stealing.
by.
We're still stealing.
Did Polo make you feel like,
Oh yeah, of
I
course.
made it?
Definitely.
Yeah,
It was like a status
you
symbol.
felt- yeah.
We were- I just
absolutely,
said,
absolutely.
It was more of a respecting to me.
And
I
yo,
think.
it's
It was
funny
more of a
'cause I
respect
wanted
be
to-
on the street wearing
I
that
wanted
shit.
to talk about that because where I'm from, like downtown Union City, Jersey City, like we love fashion. We are like
You make fashion.
Trendsetters.
Yeah,
exactly.
we are trendsetters.
We take pride in that
40,
shit, like to look
40
fly,
belows,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
all that shit, 40
Yeah.
belows, army gear.
Yeah, word,
Nigga,
word,
we
word.
did that shit. Now, coming from where I come from, we didn't steal Ralph Lauren.
Right.
Nah, we stole
You know,
P&B,
I learned
Becca.
about the lowlifes and Ralph Lauren through Thurston and Rack.
Yeah. But through music.
Right.
Right.
Going to the fucking Rocksteady reunions
Word.
and shit.
Yeah, back in
On
the
fucking
day,
Chelsea Piers.
Yeah.
Fucking with them and shit.
Yeah.
But like from where I'm from, nigga, we beat you up for sneakers. 8-ball jacket, you dead.
Oh, hell
Shirlings.
yeah.
Shirling,
Reebok, all
sheepskins,
that
bombers.
shit.
Shirlings,
Back in the day,
Leather bombers.
Jansport book bags,
I remember them.
Sony radios.
Oh, the yellows. The yellow
The yellow
Like
one.
nigga, if you ain't somebody,
Benzie
you
box.
can't wear this shit.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
kind
that
of
was like
like
that in any
Brooklyn.
hood.
Right.
Like Brooklyn is like, nigga, you got a snow beach on?
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you? And you could even being somebody wearing a snow beach
Right.
in the subway, riding a train,
Yeah.
1996,
Yeah.
by yourself,
Shanked up.
you
Yeah,
get
he was
killed.
a victim. He was looking for it. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Because you might be
Chill.
somebody in your borough, but now
Right.
you're traveling
Exactly,
outside.
yeah.
Right.
Like, I'm
Because
good-
you know,
I'm good
us
at
Jersey
West
niggas, we always got fly. We're trendsetters. Hudson County is trendsetters. Niggas talk this Jersey, New York shit. No, motherfucker, we the same.
Yeah, we exactly the same.
Matter of fact, we
We the
might
six
even be in
boroughs.
front of y'all
We the
sometimes.
six boroughs.
Especially now.
And I know
'Cause
that.
now
Facts.
New York
And
is
I know
original.
that. And I know that
Yeah.
well because as a young juvenile, I was back and forth.
Right.
Like really back and forth. Like I used to pick up weed from Valerie.
Shout out
If you
to
know
Val.
Valerie,
Yeah.
if you know Valerie,
5 for
you
20,
know,
let's
you
go.
know I'm a young nigga picking up heavy weed. Like, nigga, I'm 13 years old, getting stopped in the subway as a runway. In the summertime, it's 110 degrees, and I got long johns on with 100 bags in my drawers.
Word up.
You feel me? So we been doing New York.
Yeah.
We one and the same.
Right.
New York can't take
Yo,
nothing
to
from
me,
Jersey.
Hudson County, to me, will always be the
Jersey
sixth
can't
borough.
take nothing from
That's
New
what
York.
it is. To me, it's the sixth borough.
Only thing that facts. Only thing that kind of changed is our lingo.
We got different
Right.
ways of saying shit,
But
it's
we
kinda
bring
similar
that
anyway,
back.
though.
Right.
Like my
But it's
best
similar,
friend,
regardless.
my big brother, is like a triple OG on the Pyro. Came
Shout out
from
to
Harlem.
Green Eyed Bandit, baby.
Shout out to
Shout out
Green
to
Eyed-
Green Eyed Bandit.
You
That's
know
my
him right.
motherfucking G
You
right
know
there.
him right away. Vic, I
That's
love
my
you, Vic.
motherfucking homie
You
right
my
there.
brother for real.
Word.
Nigga was fucking a fucking niggas a 3-time man. Listen, niggas an OG on the Pyro. I'm talking 94.
Let me ask you a dumb question. Is OG, triple OG a real thing?
That shit all real things.
So somebody could really be an OG, triple OG?
It's like generations. Like
Yeah.
first time,
It's the
second
work you
time,
put in,
third
yeah.
time,
Now,
work
generation.
you put in.
Will
yeah.
niggas give a fuck?
It's the work you put in.
Niggas
Yeah.
don't give a fuck.
Back then, it meant a little more.
Now,
Now you mean?
Yeah.
Now,
Today
niggas-
is different.
there's no respect. There's no nothing. Niggas don't.
The
niggas
matter of
youth
fact,
don't respect
matter of
the
fact,
OGs?
it's even worse being who you are sometimes. 'Cause
Yeah.
motherfucker
Yeah, 'cause
might
they
want
wanna
to
get a name now.
make a name on you.
Yeah.
Back to the cloud.
That's right,
I killed the OG.
That's right,
Back to
gangster.
the cloud. Shit.
Niggas might
You
want
know
to
I'm
fucking
quiet,
make
baby.
a name off of
Let me
But
go back to PJC 201. Y'all hold yearly events?
Yeah, well, we do like that.
Or
you
is
know.
it more than yearly?
Yeah, well, we've
do
been
the
doing. We did a
Father's
10
Day.
year
Father's Day
anniversary.
event
So
is always
do the
every
Father's
year.
that's
Day.
coming up next year.
Father's Day.
I'm gonna.
Father's
I'll
Day.
invite you guys. I started
Okay.
this. I took some time.
he's
off
gonna
of
be
it.
late.
Don't worry, you can be fashionably late.
Just tell me it starts at 1. If it starts at 2, just tell me
That's
1.
what I'm
Yeah, no,
saying
we be there early.
No, if it starts at 2, tell him 10 in the morning.
Just wear
I'll be
some
there.
low so that you could be fashionably late.
He might
Okay.
make it.
Yeah,
might
yeah,
make
yo,
it.
What if I tell you I'm
We
anti?
still might be late.
Huh? No, you'll be. I'm gonna bring you with me. I'll pick you up.
No,
No,
what if I
he's
tell you
anti-low,
I'm
though.
Anti-polo.
No,
Mac,
that's
come
on you. That's all
It don't
good.
matter. It don't matter.
It don't
Am I
matter.
still inside or not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. thank you.
So I do the Father's
That's
Day
love,
barbecue.
you see?
Yeah, I do a Father's Day barbecue.
That's
So I
what's up.
started this because I would every Father's Day Sundays, right? I would see my boys in the mall. Like, where you going? Oh, I'm taking my kid to the movie theater, and everybody's always with this fucking movie theater shit. So I felt kind of bad, like my boys, you know. So I started this 1 year small Father's Day barbecue. 10 heads came. That's it from the first year. It went from 10 people. The second year was 50 people. Third, fourth,
Wow.
fifth, and on to the seventh,
100, 200,
400 people.
400 people.
And so I reserve a section of Liberty State Park, right?
I was just going to ask, where do you
Yeah,
do
I do it in Liberty State Park.
Awesome. I live in
And-
Bayonne. I'm right there.
Oh,
I
you're
won't be
right
late,
there.
I promise.
So you're perfect.
He's gonna be late.
And so I reserve a section of the park, and bro, it's just so much love, support. Everybody comes out, and it just grew up to this. It blew up to this insane thing. Like everybody's like,
New
"Yo, you
York
going
motherfuckers
to?" So
coming
now
in, like-
it's like everybody comes, not just my friends that have this, single fathers or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Or that have the kids on the weekends or whatever. Now it's family, everybody,
And they
and
bring
then
the kids
and
and
you know what?
everything.
I did it really more. I said the first year I was like it was for them, but then I started seeing like the kids interacting,
great
right?
time, yeah.
Right.
So I thought of it like this, because, I'm an old school club head. I knew everything that they're offering you in the clubs. And these kids are getting to those ages, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of my daughters, my son, everybody, they know like my friends' kids, even though they don't see them all year long,
but they know
they see them on Father's Day.
Yeah.
It's like a family reunion.
Right.
They connect again, and then after even then, they continue to be friends.
Right.
But my thing was like, I know that when they get older, they can be at a club or something. Somebody can be like, here, take a bump of this.
Yeah.
Right. Some shit. Like the Godfather Don. Take a sniff of this.
Yeah.
Right? So I was like, so somebody can look out for
Exactly.
for each
Right.
other. So it became more for the kids even, but it grew so big. It got a little bit out of control, so I took a step back on it. I had lost my man.
It took off like a year or two,
Yeah,
right?
I took it. It's been a little longer than that, almost like 4 years, because it got out of control. I had a. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Fucking beautiful though.
No, it sounds
Yes.
beautiful.
But
I remember seeing the pictures and shit.
Next year is officially on. I just gotta.
We gotta do
I'm
it
just
again.
booking.
F, we go into that. We're gonna shoot it and everything.
Yeah.
The Father's
They
Day.
have. I'm gonna have
we do
it
a
set
show
up.
over there?
We're gonna have it set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to
Probably do a
podcast.
show over there. Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
That'll be fucking dope.
Because I
yo.
have electrical running and everything.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
so-
Okay.
That
So
would be
yeah.
dope.
And
hell yeah.
and it has a it's a cover over like a
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
the
Okay.
TV,
A tent.
whatever.
called
Right.
the pavilion.
Oh, Bludshot, your favorite spot.
The pavilion, baby.
No, congratulations, man. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Because Father's Day, it's if you compare it to Mother's Day,
Oh, yeah.
it's just sad.
Yeah.
Fathers don't.
That's
get
what I'm
it.
saying.
We don't get
Compared to
shit.
Mother's
If you
Day.
check, a lot of the fellas you see them, and they like walk in.
Mother's Day, they want to go out to eat. Father's Day, we got a barbecue.
Yeah.
We gotta work.
Yeah, and you gotta do all the work.
Yeah.
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 So like, I
to
see
do
my
that
friends
is
with the
beautiful.
struggle. Like
Yeah.
it was like they're taking the bus to the movie theater. It's a Sunday. Those shits take every 2 hours to get there. It's just like I thought of more. How can I help them out and at the same time we chill so that they don't feel like I'm here alone with my son and he must feel like, damn, he only takes me to the movies on fucking Father's Day.
Right.
And like you said, the kids all together. So
Yeah,
now
they
can
interact,
play
yeah.
in front
Bro,
of
the
us,
kids
and
are
that's
all
next
friends.
generation.
The kids are all friends, and it kind of continues like where we left off, right? So it's like,
Work.
my kids don't see his kids in years or whatever, but they know that they're gonna see.
They're
each
gonna
other
see
there.
him on that.
and
day.
it just builds the family even stronger.
That's dope.
Yo,
That's
let me
awesome.
ask you a question, Marcelo.
Yeah.
You also do the annual Low Lives get together that they do in Times Square every year.
Yeah,
So
the Low Goose on the Deuce?
that's the low goose on the
Yeah.
deuce.
Yeah, we do that
So
too.
I'm a champion actually from one
Yeah,
of those.
word.
Oh, word?
So I won in
Word.
2018.
You won it
the
twice.
goose.
What does that
Once.
mean?
So
What did
He
you
had
win?
the
low
best
goose,
goose in
low goose on the deuce
Uh-huh.
is a battle that started that they used to do from back
the late
in.
80s.
It always
Yeah.
started. It was there because that's where they would always meet at, right?
Yeah.
Shout out
Times
to
Square.
Rack Low.
Yeah,
I
Times
think he's the one who
Square.
started it, right?
Shout out to Rack Low,
started that
Thirst,
shit, yo.
Disco.
Shout out to
all
Triple
that.
Fat Goose, by the way. I fucking used to love those jackets. yo.
Hell yeah.
So this what they they do a goose battle, then they do
Okay.
like who has the
The
best
whole
goose,
outfit.
Yeah.
male, female.
Right.
It's each award is for male and female, right? Then they do
Okay.
head to toe.
Yeah. Kids, right?
Yeah, then they
The
do
and
kids.
everything, too.
So
But
I
when
won.
you say
I won
goose,
with the goose. It's just a goose, right?
Just
so
a
see,
goose coat.
Any brand?
no,
Polo.
Polo. Only
Okay.
Polo.
Oh, it has to be
Everything
Polo.
everything's
Polo
gotta be
goose.
Polo. So
Okay.
when it's Polo goose, the goose is just the goose, and they you have everybody judging it and seeing who wins, right? So they got.
Clap for it,
So I went that year, 2018, with a goose. I still haven't seen anybody have
Is that the was with you that we took off after
that
Like,
leather joint.
Yeah.
So,
Oh man.
Do you
I got-
recall where you got it?
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
No.
You don't have to divulge it. Yeah, no.
I
That's
just
cool.
want to know if you recall.
He can't reveal his sources.
What I could tell you is that I had that goose. I won it in 2018. I had that goose for 5 years.
Before that.
Before I wore it, because I was waiting for the hat to match, right? I couldn't find the hat.
You see, that's dedication. That's dedication right there.
So I
Was the
I
hat
found the
Polo
hat
too?
Yeah, it was. It's an R1 hat racing. It's a 5-panel leather joint, which I got from
5 panel.
Japan.
Wow.
So they don't even have it. I'll show you pictures afterward.
Yeah.
But the goose itself is phenomenal, bro. It's butter soft.
You got a
leather.
picture of it?
Yeah, I got it. I'll show you.
All right, cool.
Butter soft leather with the spell out on the back, but it's puffed up. The letters. I never
Does
seen
it
it.
say Polo or does it say Ralph Lauren?
It says Polo Sport across the whole back.
Polo Sport too. Yeah.
And
I gotta
then,
see a picture of that. When we get off air and shit, I gotta see a
I'll
picture
show
of
you.
it.
And
Did
then-
you purchase it or did you?
Yeah, I purchased it, but it was on this lady was selling it online. My wife found it or some shit online and met up with the lady. The price is phenomenal.
This motherfucker always be finding some gems, yo.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
You gotta
I got great stories.
Yeah.
No, I got great stories like
The one that
Snow
Garden
Beach-
State, you told
yeah,
me you saw
Snow
the Snow
Beach-
Beach, yo.
the Snow Beach vest, right?
I was like, how the fuck?
So like
Yo,
Raekwon is known for the polo.
he made
the
that
windbreaker,
shit
the
big.
windbreaker.
Yeah, he
was
made
the-
that shit
So
big.
there's
Yeah.
a few pieces that went with that collection.
Yeah.
Right.
So one day I was in
Garden State.
in Jersey Gardens.
Jersey Gardens,
With my
yeah.
wife, I had to get the diamond ring, her wedding ring, diamond fell off. But every 5 years, I would buy her a new ring. So
You
I with my
upgrade.
wife
Okay.
sometimes.
Shouts to that. Shouts to that.
Shout out to that.
So we get there to the jewelry, the spot.
Yeah.
right?
And
They're
Jersey
not
Gardens,
open.
I know exactly where you're
Yeah.
talking about. It's
Yeah.
just
That little
when you
corner.
make the turn, it's
Yeah,
all the
it's
jewelry
right
spots.
there.
And if you walk down about 100 feet, it's Polo.
Yeah, so right there, no, it wasn't even at the Polo store. So
Yeah, it wasn't there yet. I think.
So,
Yeah, this is years ago.
so
But the
inside
Dunkin'
of the
Donuts you're
jewelry
talking
store, we're
about.
waiting. The gates are still down. We're waiting for the doors to open, and I see this cat, this little old Filipino man, and I told my wife, I'm like, oh my god, baby, look
need
at
that
that
shit.
shit. She's like, what?
He was wearing
Look
it?
at.
He was
He was wearing it. I was like,
Yeah,
look
so
at that
I
shit.
didn't even know what it was.
So I was
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
no,
Right.
I'm gonna tell you this. So I'm like, babe, look at that shit. I let go of her hand. I'm like, first
Okay,
of all,
diamond.
I was
Your fucking eyes popped out of your
I was
head.
hungry. I was like, hurry up, we had to get the ring and we had to get a baby shower gift. So I saw the
And
dude.
if you're there when the gates are down,
The
y'all was
gates,
there.
nah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it just open, right? The gates open now. We go inside, and I do what I told the guy, I'm like, babe, I'm gonna ask him. Fuck it, right? I said, I'm sorry. I said, I really like your vest. You know, I'll give you $100 for it right now. And he's like, oh no. So I was like, fuck. And then I was hungry and everything. Now I just lost every appetite.
Yeah.
My blood
Your
pressure.
focus is on the vest.
Sweating and shit.
My blood pressure might have went down. Like I was feeling like I might faint.
Fuck the food, yo.
This piece.
It's about this vest.
Fuck the ring, fuck the
Yeah.
diamond, fuck the food.
Because this piece, nobody
Yeah,
had.
no,
You
that's
ain't never
rare,
seen
man.
that shit. Yeah.
So I was like, fuck. And then some two white guys come out of the restroom. And this is that sitting area. So I do what I call a 30-30, right? I stay 30 feet away and I keep looking over every 30 seconds, right?
And you were stalking them.
Yeah. So these white dudes come out. My wife is looking at the rings. I'm like, just go ahead, get whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
I'm like
I don't
this.
care.
The biggest rock.
And then
2 rings.
And then the white guy, I hear the white guy tell his friend, he's like, you're not gonna believe it. That guy over there offered him $100 for his vest.
Oh, you heard
And
me
he
say
said
no.
no. I'm like, these motherfuckers, thank you.
They're plotting.
So a few minutes pass, and I keep looking over at him, and he goes, hey, he goes like this, come here. And he tells tell my wife, I'm like, babe, I'm gonna give him like 300 if I have to, right? So I go over, and he's like, so you said $100? And I was gonna try to front, like, you know, like on Canal Street, like negotiation.
Yeah. Go down.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. I
$100
was like, yeah, I love it.
He couldn't fake the fun.
So yeah, couldn't fake it. Couldn't fake the fun. So now
I get you.
So now he's
300 right
shaking.
now.
He's taking out the fucking pockets, the little napkins.
Oh,
and
shit, I
shit.
would've been like-
So I'm like, yo, I'm like, he feels. In my head, I'm like, he feels bad for me. He's probably gonna give it to me for free, right? So now he folds it up,
Imagine.
and he's like, you said 100. I was like, yeah. Boom. I pulled out a crisp 100. He gave it to me. I was like, thank you, sir, so much. I was like, Lord, let's go to another spot. Let's go to Short Hills.
Before he changes his mind.
Before he changes his mind, right?
yeah.
So now
Quick.
I was shaking, bro, because I was like, yo, I can't believe I got this piece for $100.
Hell yeah.
So we driving in the car. I'm like, I couldn't even drive. Like, you drive. And then she's driving.
Did she get the ring?
Nah, we went to another
Fuck the
store.
ring.
Fuck the ring. Fuck the ring.
No breakfast.
baby, let's go.
No
Wow,
breakfast. No ring. No baby shower gift. I'm like, I'm
baby
checking
shower.
online.
Baby shower's canceled.
I'm checking
that.
online.
Kids.
I'm checking online, and I saw that it just sold on eBay
For like 3 G's
for
or something.
$4,500.
Wow.
And then my wife always finds a way to fucking, you know, little jab.
Take it
Yeah.
She goes, you know, you fucked up, Lito, right? And I was like, why? She goes, you should have got his number. He might have more shit. I was like, don't say that shit. Forget it. I'm good with this.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So immediately I had posted it on like the low life blog shit that we had.
But not for sale.
No.
No.
Just
He's like, no.
told the
You gotta
story.
show off.
I just
Wanted to let me borrow it.
I told the story. The story. Boom, this is what happened.
Yeah.
Immediately, mad messages. Yo,
Oh, hell yeah.
trade you this piece for that piece. These 3 pieces for that. Everybody
Yeah.
wanted to
Trade
trade.
15 for it. Like,
And
yo,
what
right away.
it was the Snow Beach vest.
Yeah, it's a red vest.
Which is one of the rarest. Like,
I think
Now-
my brother Petey got one now because they reissued.
They reissued
Snow
it.
Beach.
Yeah.
that's a
When they
reissue. Though. That was
reissued
the
it-
OG though.
I'm talking about the original.
When they reissued it, I was like, oh, it goes my value, right?
Yeah.
Like real estate, you know. I was like, oh, it goes.
Didn't they do the
construction.
all black collection?
They also
Yeah,
did
they
that.
did
Yeah,
all
they
black
did all
ones
black.
too,
Yeah.
But I like more the original. You
I
know,
like the
yeah.
original way
You
better.
know,
though. Hell yeah.
I'm big on like
Of course.
you know, I got a big like my daughter moved out, so I turned her bedroom into a
The
whole
whole closet.
Right,
This
so-
motherfucker got
Do you have any idea,
Yeah, I have. Like,
approximate of the value of your collection?
shit.
it depends because it depends who I'm selling it to, right?
Yeah,
But I
exactly.
can.
Hundreds of
If you sell it
thousands.
to
probably.
motherfuckers who know,
I'm gonna tell you like this. I have
It's
about
up there.
yeah, you
about
get a house with it.
about 400 sweaters
Wow.
to say. Dress shirts, like I don't know, maybe 300.
Jesus,
like
Christ.
these shirts, like this one. So this is an old one, right? But the
I remember
Polo
those
app
pieces. I
just
remember those.
reissued this. Well, they do like off drop. So this one they wanted like $450 for it.
Jesus.
So now it depends, like who the buyer might be, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know to say a number.
Let me ask you a question.
Low ball.
Throw me a number.
I'm gonna just say like maybe 40 grand, just a low ball, just to be
low
conservative, because I don't know.
More than that.
Do you have
I'm just
any,
being conservative, you know. Like I'm thinking.
Do you have any Polo pieces that people wouldn't be able to guess? Like, do you have like a fucking Polo ashtray or something?
Yeah, I have all my houseware stuff is Polo shit. I got Polo glasses.
What's
Polo
like
spoons.
the rarest thing that you got that's Polo? Like fucking Polo, I don't know.
Let me think here.
Like a
Barbie
football helmet or something.
I have a Polo bicycle helmet.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Wow.
I have a Polo
That's
bicycle.
dope.
I got the
Did
basketball.
Polo make a bicycle? At
They
one
did,
point?
but it was with another. They partnered in with somebody else.
They collabed
Yeah,
with somebody.
but it was just one, and it was. I don't know how much they were.
They made
were
one bike?
No, it's just one that I know official. Because
okay.
there's other ones that other companies made and slapped the stickers on
Right,
it with
but
the
it
colors
wasn't-
and
it
stuff.
wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't
but there was
official.
one that they came out with. It was more like a cruiser bike. It was a different style.
Okay.
I do. Yeah, but wow.
Let me
That
ask
I
you
have.
this.
Yeah.
You got the casino shirt?
Yeah, I had the casino shirt, but from before.
The
Yeah,
original.
The original.
Yeah.
Okay,
OG.
so my
Original.
question was this: do you think Polo is now reissuing certain collections?
Absolutely.
Because
Because
of
of
us.
hip hop?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
without a doubt.
So I don't know
Without a
if
doubt.
you know. So the guy who's running Ralph Lauren now is he's a young entrepreneur, professional. He's the one who blew up H&M. He got them to where they are, a big conglomerate.
Okay.
And he's now the one who's running Polo. So that's why I think he knows. The youth. He knows what the market is, right? So he's targeting the people that love Polo,
Right.
and it's a no-brainer. They may make it seem like it's dead stock or whatever it is, but it's there's still people that want it. There's still people that can't get certain things.
So you think
So I'm
he'll
gonna
reissue?
say my Polo goose because I haven't seen nobody. on that piece.
Right.
And I'll show
It
you
might
that.
come back out.
Or the hat. Even
So
the
I
hat, haven't seen nobody wear
remember
it.
when they started reissuing, and the first reissue they did was the bear sweater.
Yeah.
The knit.
Right.
Yeah.
And
The sit down bear.
are those?
Oh, that's a rare one though.
Yeah.
To sit down.
Is
with.
that a
I have
pair
to
of
sit-
tools right there? Hold on, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they are.
This nigga's eyes
Very
popped
true.
out his head. He been talking about the tools for 2 years.
These brothers have tools?
Yeah.
What size are these?
No, those aren't twos. Those are ones. Those are ones. Oh wait.
Oh shit, those are.
No,
amazing.
yeah, those are ones. Those are ones. Yeah.
Brother,
He broke your neck.
I just
Yo,
felt like
that's
my
crazy.
man Marcelo with the
Yeah.
$100 vest.
Yeah.
I'm like, $50.
I'll do all of the negotiation for you.
Yeah, no, I'm a big Tools fan, so I just
Yeah.
almost like.
He almost
Yeah.
shot himself.
But
Interrupted the whole show for that
Yeah,
shit.
I'm sorry. I lost my focus. I was about to run out of here. Fuck the show. Fuck the diamond ring. The breakfast.
Fuck the snow beach he found. For real. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot. I mean, there's a
man.
lot. But
So, but do y'all as I want to call y'all OG Polo heads? Do y'all fuck with the reissues, or is it
yeah,
like
absolutely.
frowned
Yeah,
upon?
you get it. I'm not spending top dollars on
Me
stuff
neither.
you see.
Yeah.
You know,
That's the other thing I was gonna ask you. So
I'm not
now you
spending-
don't do the
I
top
do
dollar shit.
very
no more.
well with my job. I do
Yeah.
well. You know what I'm saying? But I
Yeah.
can spend on it. But I'm like, nah.
Yeah,
You don't do
see
that,
the
You
right?
point
don't
of
pay
spending on
retail,
it.
or you don't pay reseller price.
No, I got people that work for Polo. I could just ask them for their discount.
Exactly.
So if I really want the item,
There you go.
I'll wait. If it's something I really want, then I might, just.
Do you still collect?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
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 You
If
too,
you-
Maxie?
Of course,
Do you
yeah.
consider
I still-
yourself a collector?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a while since I actually bought some newer shit. It's been mad long because I have so much shit. I'm just like, bro, I see shit. I'm like, I need this.
And how long have you been PJT 201?
PJC since like early 2000s, like mid 2000s. I was PJC around mid 2000. I would say, you know what I'm saying. But I was
I
always
meant
a
to
low
ask
head.
you, do you need a sponsor to be PJ?
Yeah,
PJC?
so that would be
someone-
it's kind of like you almost voted.
Somebody
in.
got to bring you on.
vouch
You
for
got to
basically.
almost be voted in, right? Everybody got to be on the same
You
page
gotta
and be
do
like,
it
yeah,
with them.
they'll
You gotta go to
nominate you. You
shows.
get like nominated, then they kind of like vote you in. But even right now, they're not even looking to put any more heads on. You know,
Yeah.
like it's
Right.
not like
I feel a lot
How
of
many
people now
members
are
you
just
have
doing
now?
it because it's big.
Right.
Like a lot of.
It's the
that's-
cool thing to do.
It's
yeah.
not-
That's what I don't
we
like.
ain't trying
Like,
to give
a lot of
out
people
the
are like,
L's too easily. You
Yeah,
know, we're not
yeah.
trying to put people
It's
down
like
just
when
to be down.
motherfuckers was coming home blood and shit in West New York and shit. It's like, bro, you guys are making anybody blood. Like,
Yeah,
these
yeah.
kids don't do no shit. Like, stop. You know
They're
what
not-
I
they're
mean?
not acting.
It's kind of like the same.
How many
but
members do you have? Oh, like
PJC,
official
what,
members.
like 20?
Yeah.
Around there, maybe. Give or take, around there. I would say I would just round it off to 20.
Yeah, because a lot of
you know,
there's cats here. There's
I
cats
thought it
that
was
moved
more
out.
for sure.
yeah, nah, because it's
not as
only, you know what I mean?
The thing
Shout out
is
to
that
Don
there's
T.
all these other, like in New York, you have other chapters as well, right?
Right. There's more chapters in Jersey?
No, just PJC and Jersey.
PJC is Jersey. I
Right,
mean.
and in Newark you have Low Styles, which I'm down with that too.
Okay.
Low Styles is another thing. That's more with like Elder Sensei and Polo
Artifacts.
Ice and them.
You know the Artifacts, right? That's
Yeah,
them.
we had him up here.
Yeah, we had-
interviewed
yeah,
Elder
Matter of
Sensei.
fact,
them.
we're scheduling him to come back. So
Nice.
what'd you call it?
Low
Low
Styles,
Styles.
LS, Low Styles.
I'm gonna write
So
that
if you
down.
talk-
Because last time he was here, I asked him, "Are you a low head?"
Nah,
Yeah.
he Low Styles. He Low
And
Styles.
he didn't answer the
No,
question.
no.
Yes
You asked
or
him
no.
if you were. You asked him if he was a
I
low
asked him
life.
if he was a low life. Excuse
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And he didn't say yes or no.
Well,
He
yeah.
kinda
I
like,
mean, L is though, kind of.
But I didn't know,
Because he, not for nothing, he was polo down.
Of course, yeah, yeah.
I
L's
didn't know
always.
Low Styles existed.
Yeah, Low Styles is Newark.
Him and
The
Sadat
Newark
X.
chapter.
Okay.
And that another cat that was down when I worked in Pathmark in late '80s, whatever it was. He put me down with Low Styles. He saw that I was coming in.
Right.
So we would go together, me and him and the cat from Brooklyn. We would go to like Short Hills and other spots, and do our thing there,
Nice.
and come back.
You said you were boosting a little bit of everything, right?
Yeah, whatever.
All the fly shit.
Yeah, I had like camel fur,
So,
camel head.
What
suits,
made you
blazers.
say, I'm going to go with Polo? I'm going to be Polo down.
There wasn't anything really, nothing that got me just to. I just like the
just
line,
like Polo?
right? I like the
mean,
like the
Polo's
designs.
dope
I just
wear.
like the
It's just
designs.
dope.
Polo
Looking at
is
it.
dope.
It's
When
so-
I say
they
I'm
so
anti-Polo,
dope, like-
I don't
like
mean
clothes.
I'm anti, like,
The
The
USA.
style.
I like the
you're
clothing.
You're anti
I'm
the
anti-
guy, maybe. Not anti
for one,
the
I'm
style.
anti the mass production.
Got you. Okay. Yeah,
Which one of the worst feelings you can have as a fashionista or someone who's into clothing is walking into a function and somebody else got the same shit on.
I hate that shit.
That
Yeah.
shit will break your heart.
Fucking
That's
yeah.
happened.
So the mass production of Polo and the saturation they have on the market is what bothers me. Number
Got
one.
you, yeah.
Number two, what bothers me is I feel hip hop, the culture, and the people really made the brand Polo go global.
Without a doubt.
yeah.
And they've
Without a
never
It's the only
given
reason to
anything
me.
back to us.
Right.
Yeah, I think
bothers
it was a global
It's-
company. It was a global company, but like the more of the sport line, right?
Right.
The more casual clothing. Because I have the dressy, I have the suits, I have
Word.
that that line as well. But the sportier stuff, right, is what.
And even some of the
Definitely.
casual stuff, because we made it.
You
sport.
can
That's
make
what
it
I was
free,
gonna
though.
say.
You
We
can make
we
it
came.
look good with, like,
I was just
carbos
gonna
and
say
shit.
we
You know
made
what
it
I'm
cool.
saying?
We
Yeah.
made it look
We
cool.
can make fucking
Right.
Yo, we made like the layered effect.
Right.
Right.
And correct me if
Because-
I'm wrong, because I could be
man.
wrong. I don't remember Polo doing that or even marketing like that, like having the T-shirt with the sweater over with the matching jacket, and then
No.
on that you got the hat and you
Nah.
got the scarf, and it's just all
Nah,
layered.
the models in
matching
the magazine were
coordination
just
shit.
like the sweater,
the
Yeah.
sweater,
like a
yeah.
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Nah,
So
right.
we swagged them
We-
out, and we never got.
Well, if you look, there's
never
two
profited.
apps.
our
right?
OGs
they
made that
They have
shit.
the Ralph
Right.
Lauren.
That, wait, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like they made that.
Because
Yeah.
in New York, you had to bundle up. You know what I'm
Word,
saying?
word.
Niggas
See,
wasn't
me
bundling
growing up,
on
I
the
never
fucking
knew
tennis
who
court.
Ralph Lauren was.
right.
But what made me like Polo, Ralph Lauren, was the dudes that I heard about doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The way they was coming up. They were like, yo, they don't sell that shit in Bergen Line, Morley's. They didn't
Right,
sell Polo
right.
in our
Yeah.
neighborhood.
They didn't.
They
Yeah.
sold the shit in the malls.
They sold the
Exactly.
bootleg
So
shit. the
exactly,
bootleg
yeah,
shit.
you know what I mean. So I didn't know what the fuck Polo was like that, but I heard about
So,
it.
when
My
I-
older brother used to tell me stories about these low life motherfuckers and this, and it caught my ear. I was like, fuck with this shit. Like I like the way they just doing it. So if you would ask me, like, why do you rep Polo, whatever, it's because of them. Not because Ralph Lauren, because
Right.
you know,
More
it's because
so
of the way they did it.
originators,
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
of the
and
way
and
they
the
did
fact
it.
that they was going out and taking what
They
want.
were just taking the shit because you ain't selling it in our fucking block. You
Right.
know what? We
So
gonna
now
take
we're
your
gonna go
shit, and
steal
now we're
your
gonna go
shit.
and sell it now.
Yeah.
That's what I respect,
Right.
and that's the reason
I
I
could dig
became a
that.
Polo.
So it's
fan, you know
basically
what I'm
like the
saying?
Robin Hood
And
theory.
the reason I still
Yeah.
rock Polo, exactly. Rock
Robin
for the risk
Hood
of the poor type shit.
Yeah, the Robin
I
Hood
gotta,
theory.
I gotta
saying?
ask y'all brothers this. Y'all know Ralph Lauren's real name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both lift shits.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
I would have been a fan.
Ralph.
So when I was rocking low, right?
Uh-huh.
I was rocking like the first pieces I had were the crests, the crowns,
Word.
right?
Impressive,
And
beautiful
t-shirts
pieces.
and like little t-shirts because they didn't have. I wasn't rocking collars and shit, right?
Yeah.
But it was what 14, 15, and we would get the crowns, whatever we could get our hands on, right? But that was what got me a lot into it. Then later on, after we've been doing the same thing that was going down in Brooklyn, right? But Sway and Tech radio show, right? Thurston House. I bought this.
Oh my God.
I bought the VHS tape at Fat Beats.
I had that shit too. Hell yeah.
But not on 8th Street. It was in the base 9th Street, 8th Street, in the basement of the. This is the
other
first,
one,
the first,
before
the
they
first
went
Fat
to-
Beats.
Yeah.
So I
Before they
bought.
went to Great Papayas.
Yeah.
Before
Right
that
by
one,
Great.
yeah.
Yeah.
I had bought this VHS tape there, And that's when I saw Thurston freestyle.
Damn, son,
oh, these
you
fucking
ripping
low
it.
down. I was like,
Illegitimate.
and I was like that. And then
Considerate.
he was rhyming the same cipher as him, Wordsworth, Punchline, Juice.
Yeah.
Eminem was there.
Okay.
And that's when I first heard Eminem too. I was like, oh. And then 4 years later,
he comes to Fat Beats. Remember, he came to Fat Beats.
Then Eminem got, you know,
he was still underground though.
But I was like, wow, this kid is fucking good. I was like, damn. But I like Thurston. I was like, damn, I didn't know this cat even, you know. But I think that was a big break even for Thurston.
Shout out to Padrino Thurston, yo. Shout out to them.
Does Thurston have
the reasons we do this to me.
Polo collection in history?
Huh?
Does Thurston have the greatest
Probably.
Polo collection in history?
Him or Rack.
Him and Rack Low, right? Yeah.
They have to. I mean,
he definitely has.
Piece you could
He
think
definitely
of,
has pieces that, you know.
You've never seen.
Yeah.
Bro,
I mean,
bro.
you know, no, he said the fact that he still has them.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And the
shits.
fact that he still
I'm
has
sure-
them
and I'm
and they're in pristine
And
condition.
I'm sure he's
Bro,
gifted. I'm sure he's
it's
gifted
crazy.
stuff. You know?
I feel like he foreshadowed
People-
this shit was gonna happen because he still got videos and pictures from like when it first started.
Yeah.
And he did the little
But-
documentary,
not
and he
only
got
did-
pictures and
not
videos
only
from
did
that
he
time. That's
foreshadow it,
great.
he created it.
He fucking
Basically.
did, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. He created Ralph Lauren.
Right.
To the streets.
And
To the
what,
streets.
what did Ralph Lauren do for him?
Right.
He did nothing in the beginning.
No.
I know he recently featured him
Yes,
in like
Yeah,
now
it
he
came out
did.
in his documentary.
But, look, I get what he did for Thurston. Like, he's like, yo, I want them to buy shit off me, so I'm gonna fucking do it. But you gotta respect what Thurston did,
No,
bro.
you
Grow
do.
it up. Like,
Well,
that's crazy.
don't you think?
Like, he
just-
literally
I just
changed the
wish-
whole world. Like, the world. There's low lights all over the world.
I just almost wish he
That's
had
insane.
did that for like, I don't know.
I know what you're
Carl
saying.
Kanai or something. So one of us.
I was a
you know what
P&B
I mean?
guy.
Right.
I like
P&B,
P&B back in the
Mecca.
day.
I was a Mecca guy.
Mecca too. Mecca
I
was my
was
shit
Mecca
too.
down.
I was a big P&B and Echo before they got commercial when it was like
Yeah,
graffiti
yeah.
and shit. I used to love Echo too.
My shit was Kanai. I used to fuck with Carl Kanai.
I just wish. That's another issue I have. We are quick to support Ralph Lauren. We are quick to support
But not our
Gucci
own,
and
yeah.
Dior. Dior's heavy
get you,
now.
yeah.
Versace, whatever. But you know, the upstart brands. Shout out to Villainous New York. Shout out to Memories Double.
But it's on right now.
Why don't we show them the same love and support?
MDMA.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell
that's
you why,
just something.
Burnz.
Of
I'm
course,
gonna
yeah.
tell you why.
You always want to support local,
I'm gonna tell you
support
why. In
smaller
my
business.
opinion, in my opinion,
Go ahead, Blood.
it's because, you know, even though these startup brands are dope and all that, and all, even like Gucci and Dior, all these brands that fly, ain't nobody gonna have the collection that Ralph Lauren has.
Yeah.
Like,
True.
don't
Catalog.
you see that when they put out what you call it? When they put out one of them fucking like lines and
The
shit,
capsules.
the capsule, it has like so many pieces just within that capsule. There's never gonna be another brand that boasts so many
But
different styles.
there will definitely
Know what I mean?
never be another brand if we never support it enough that it grows to that level.
That's the
Yeah,
thing.
of course. But what I'm trying to say is that this brand was already big before we even started boosting it.
True.
So
Exactly.
what I'm
Exactly.
So,
He's got a point
and,
on
and
that.
the
Yeah. It was
quality
already
of
big
it.
to the
He was-
richer people. Like,
to
you know what I'm
yuppies,
saying? It was
the
already.
higher
It was
ups.
already
he
making
was
money.
making
Right.
lines.
We
like,
just made it cool.
Yeah.
That's
We
all
made
it-
it more for the urban
exactly.
culture. You know what I'm
he
saying? Like
was
for us.
he was the first really to make seasonal clothing. You know, like
Yeah.
to
Right.
see, like
Yeah.
you would see, all right, well, they got a fall line coming, they got this line coming, the spring line, where everything was just kind of standard before. It was like, you know, sweaters, this, that. But he would make, you know, okay, outdoors fall stuff.
You know what's
Indoor.
some of my favorite Ralph Lauren shit? The Olympic shit.
Yeah.
When every 4 years when they do the Olympics and they come out.
My
for
favorite is
yeah,
when they
they
do
like
the
the
Argentina
torch.
shit. Argentina shit, man.
Yeah.
Vamos, carajo.
My
Do they
favorite
do
is the
other
DR
than?
No, they do Brazil, Argentina,
Yeah, they do
Great
everybody, yeah,
Britain,
yeah.
England, Spain. They
Like
did all that
polos,
shit.
right?
Yeah, no, I got
everything.
two of the polos that they
Yeah.
did. The main ones, the
I
ocean
feel
one.
like- Did they have
The
a
ocean
Puerto
one
Rico
is-
one?
No.
Did they? No, I
fuck
think they
Polo
They
then.
did. They had
Nah,
San Juan. No,
nah.
didn't they have like a San Juan one, or am I
Did they?
bugging
I don't know.
out?
I'm asking.
They might have a
sure.
Puerto Rico
They
one.
have,
Yeah,
pretty
if they
sure
have a
they did.
DR one. They
Because
gotta
they got
have
a
a
Dior one,
Puerto
so they
Rico.
gotta have that
Yeah,
one too.
true
I mean,
indeed.
they have
indeed.
to. If not,
That's
Yeah.
a fact. That's a fact. That's a
If
fact.
they
I mean,
got
I
a
was just
DR.
surprised when I saw the art. I was like, oh shit, I need this motherfucker.
I know this
I
guy-
actually paid full price for that shit. When
This
I first saw it, I
guy,
was like,
we were at a restaurant one time, right? And he was wearing one of his Polo Olympic shits. He had a,
Yeah,
a
'cause
dope.
I really like that.
He really fucks with it, so he had it on. He had a dope Polo Olympic shit. Like it was a dope Polo shirt.
Yeah.
It was white.
I still got it. It's
still-
2010. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was
nice,
dope
bro.
as fuck. So I'm standing at the bar with him and shit, and we're waiting to get our table. And I forgot what restaurant we was in New York.
It was in Tony's.
Tony's, all right.
Yeah.
So it was a dope ass restaurant. So we're waiting at the bar, we're getting our drinks or whatever, and these two ladies come up, these two white ladies, and they're like, they tap me and they tap, excuse me.
Sexy
And-
Polo.
no. They're like, is he an Olympian? I was like, I got that. I was gonna say, I was like, no, man. But I wanted to say, if sleeping was an Olympic sport, then yes, he's an Olympian.
If late was,
I got that one time too in an elevator. They're like, oh, you're in the Olympics? I was like, no.
Nah.
Yeah.
But fucking Polo,
I
bro.
would have just went with it. Like,
Yo, let me ask you another question.
Yes.
Marcelo,
Yo.
or whoever, Max, Sammy, in your opinion, do you think that altered pieces and like, you know how dudes make the 5-panel hats and shit?
I'm mixed feelings with them. I'm
It
mixed
depends.
feelings.
Where they take actual polo garments and make a hat out of it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
mixed
like
feelings.
custom, yeah.
I mean,
Do you think that's
I have mixed
authentic?
feelings. I think it's kind of dope. I mean, you know what? I should be like, yeah, fuck it. It is dope.
Yeah, it is
you know what
dope.
I'm saying? Because there's somebody of our own
Yeah.
that's doing it.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got
You know what
Brooklyn
I'm saying?
Hardball that
Yeah.
makes custom hats.
Right, right. I
But
did
do
see
they
him.
use
They
official?
use real,
no,
real
yeah,
hats.
yeah,
They use
yeah,
real
yeah.
shit.
They use
They
the
make hats
fabric,
out of,
yeah.
like fucking the fabric of bed sheets and
Yeah,
shit.
like
so,
what Dapper
dope.
Dan was doing with Gucci and Louis and all that
right,
shit.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dope.
That-
It's definitely dope. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's like some inside always says like it's not like the fucking real polo.
Right,
But that's our fault for being materialistic.
But
I
it's
think.
made from
Yeah.
real
But
polo.
it's made from so
real
it's like
polo.
yes, it should. We should
It's
be
just
like.
not
But
from
not for
Ralph
nothing,
Lauren.
if like I just said, if you celebrate Dapper Dan, then you got to celebrate
No
these
doubt,
two
no
too.
doubt,
You know what I'm
without
saying?
a
Because
doubt,
they're
yeah. I
doing
bought
basically
a
they're
couple
taking
of
the
shit.
mold of what Dapper
Yeah.
Dan did.
I give it to
And
the,
I
I bought
to
a
the guys
couple
to
of
do
shit.
that.
Yeah.
I bought
I
a
give it
couple
up
of
to them.
tees and hats from it. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, just to show love. I'm like, yo, fuck it. It's real polo shit.
And it's dope. And
Yeah,
it's dope. And you
dope.
like
Still
it.
real.
You fuck with it. You wear it.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
wear this shit. You
Like,
know what I'm saying?
there's
So I
this
definitely
cat
fucking
named-
fuck with it.
There's this cat on IG that I follow named Neguz, Neguz, right? And he started doing
Sounds
the
familiar.
Snow Beach ponchos because the ponchos was kind of trash. It was mad long, like three quarter long.
Yeah,
And he
yeah,
was
yeah.
making them into like it looked like a bubble goose. It looked dope. He was doing some dope shit,
Yeah.
like alteration. So in my opinion, I think it's fly.
Yeah,
Not
I agree.
everything is fly, but you know,
Yeah.
it is what it is. I just want to know what y'all thought if you consider it like real polo.
I mean, I
It
respect
depends.
it.
I got a
still
bunch
love
of
it.
I got a bunch of hats that you know. Every time he makes a hat, he sends me one. Right, he mails me it. So I have a handful of hats that he's made all 5 panels that you wouldn't see that Ralph Lauren hasn't made.
Yeah.
I was gonna wear one today. I was just like
On the record,
let me
5
just see
panels
if
are
it-
my favorite hats of all
Facts.
time.
So, like,
I
it
fuck
was
with
Ralph
5
Lauren does make 5 panels.
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
not these.
I got,
Yeah.
I got a lot of
Don't
them shit.
they?
I got the Argentina 5 panel
Yeah,
he made.
yeah.
You know the ocean one?
Yeah.
Bro, it's the sexiest fucking hat there is.
Have you worn it? Do you wear it?
Always. I was gonna do the Argentina shit, but I was like, I don't want to be too loud,
thought,
man.
yeah.
Without that to be celeste
Oh,
shit.
I was
like,
thinking of it.
I was just
Polo.
like, I'm
Good,
going
Mike.
normal, I'm going normal.
Do you have any pieces that you don't wear? Like
I don't really
they're
wear-
too
I gotta-
fly to wear.
I
you know,
have
I got-
a couple of pieces I haven't worn yet, and I'm talking about I bought it like 10 years ago.
Like your
And
wow.
sometimes
And
I
why?
just forget. I have it buried.
Oh,
I have it
okay.
buried. Like, yo, I haven't worn the shirt since I bought it, and I was like, I was like, yo, I gotta wear the Air Zertags, yo,
Yeah.
for tonight.
So
So
those-
I was like, I need something that's black, blue, and yellow, yo. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I'm looking
I had
around,
those,
and
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
yo,
you see,
I
he
don't got
know.
nothing. And then I'm fucking going through my shit, and I'm like, fucking, this guy comes
Boom.
out. I'm like, yes, bro. But I actually do have a polo. The rafting guide that matches this. You remember the
Okay.
rafting
I was
guide
gonna
ones?
wear that. I had it on.
have
I
that
took it
one. I
off.
was gonna do that. But I didn't want to wear a polo. I wanted to be comfortable. Like, I'm a t-shirt, sweatpants guy,
feel
sneakers,
you.
chancleta.
You know
I'm
what
like,
I
that's
love?
me, yo. Like,
That y'all can name a piece and y'all know what y'all talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Jordans
Like,
and
y'all-
shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And it's not even like we have to really think of it.
Yeah,
So that
yeah,
you know which
yeah.
one it is.
I mean, there might be certain shit. Like, you know, I was out of the loop for a little bit at one point. You know, when I first bought the house, the kid was born.
Yeah.
I was
Shout
like,
out and congrats to that.
Yeah,
exactly,
big shots,
yo.
big shots.
So I was
for
like,
sure.
yo, for like a year, 2 years, I didn't even look what polo was. Like, I
Yeah.
was just like, I gotta focus on this shit, B. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? This is what I'm doing. And I got caught with a fucking DUI at the same time. Oh,
Damn.
bro, that shit was the worst. I was out here too in the old fucking neighborhood for a fucking 20th anniversary for a high school graduation. My girl's like, babe, I'll drive. I was like, fuck that. I know where I'm going. I'll drive. Like an idiot. You know what I mean? I was locked up for the whole fucking day and a half. I come out, I'm like, oh my god, bro, what am I getting into, bro? I fucking paid about $14,000 in fucking fees for lawyers.
and all that shit.
And
yeah.
that was right before I bought my house. Like,
Wow.
literally. And then I had to go do the closing area. I was like, bro, that fucked me right there. But, you know, you learn
got
from your
through it.
mistakes.
Yeah.
Mistakes are the best teacher, man. So,
You gotta
know
fail
what I mean?
forward.
I've
Big
never
facts.
done it again. You know what I'm
Life
saying?
is the
Like,
best
You
teacher,
fail
baby.
forward.
exactly.
So,
word.
Do you
So-
have certain pieces that you
So
never worn?
those
Or will
pieces
never
that you
wear?
would call those would be low lives would call as an IT, right?
IT?
IT.
What is IT?
ITEE. That's like it's a
Wait,
classic.
ITEE?
Yeah, that's how they
Okay,
usually
okay.
spell it, right? But
What about drills?
So
What does it mean, though? What does it mean? What does IT stand for?
It was, I guess, I don't know the exact terminology, but that's how we
To me,
say.
it's like some shit.
Like, oh, you got an IT.
You gotta take it out the vault, like a grill,
Yeah.
right? Like a
Like a
grill,
grill,
like
yeah.
so, like boom, boom.
The
right, go
acronym,
ahead.
I'm not sure what the acronym
That's what
is,
I want to
right?
see.
So,
fuck
I
you
keep those
motherfuckers
pieces
at?
in Ziploc. I
The
got
piece.
these Ziplocs, and my wife laughs when I do this shit, right? Because I have, so I'll tell you which pieces I have, but I have certain ones in the Ziplocs, big ass Ziplocs. So I don't have that machine, the vacuum that sucks it
The
all
vacuum
out.
seal,
So
yeah.
I zip it. No, I zip it up like this, and then I jump on it on the bed like a fucking like wrestler.
I do, yo. I don't do that,
And
but
then I lay on
Flip-flop,
it,
man.
and then I lay on it, and I'm like,
real. You humping it. You humping
yeah,
it.
almost, yeah. And then I'm dry humping the bed, and then I'll zip it.
You know
up
what I
back.
do that? You know what I do that too? The last
we gotta
breast
sip
sweater,
this shit
the
because
first
this
one, the
motherfucker
white
said
one.
it's not
I keep it in
Yeah,
a
I'll
bag
have a
like
little
that,
bit.
a
Want some?
sealed bag like that.
So, my wife sees me like, "What the hell are you doing?" I'm like, she knows what
Shit is
I'm doing.
nasty. Y'all don't know
Zipping
how
this
to
shit
fucking
up.
drink this.
But
This is awesome.
So
What
I
you
have
talking
like the invisible P wing, right? Invisible P wing.
Invisible P-wing.
Yeah.
I know what the P-wing is.
All right.
Yeah.
So invisible P wing is there's a handful of people that have
Like
it.
clear.
Yeah.
So it's white,
Yeah.
Okay.
white sweater,
Okay.
with a white P with the wing.
It just
So it's a
blends
P wing.
in,
It's all
like,
sweater.
yeah.
It's all white on white.
Okay.
That's
White
what
on
they call
white.
it.
Is it like a patch?
Yeah,
sewed
it's
on?
Yeah.
And
It's
so
embroidered
that
on.
one, it's a crew collar. So that one I keep. I rock. I maybe wore it once or twice, right? I keep that in a nice safe spot. You know, there's certain pieces that you want to keep preserved because you don't want moths to
never
come. My shit is all cedar.
Me too, yo. My class is cedar too. So
How
how
about-
gets in that motherfucker?
I'll take
How
care
about
of
the
that
goose?
shit.
It's crazy.
The goose is
man.
inside of the soup bags.
I'm not gonna
Yes.
lie, I'm not a goose person. I don't like gooses. I
No?
have one goose.
Yeah.
One
A
goose.
polo goose?
A polo goose.
I
That's
have-
it. And I've wore it once.
You
I'm
look
not a
like
goose
the
guy.
goose type too, man.
I'm always hot. So I can't wear a goose. I'm gonna be like, yo, bro, I say calor, bro. Like I can't wear this shit, dude. Like I'm one of
I
them.
really
so
like.
to me, I'm good with a hoodie
Polo
and
had
sweater.
did like some aviator leathers.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
compliment-
The
I
bombers.
regret
They
that
did the
shit.
bombers.
I regret that.
I regret not getting one of them.
No,
They put one out like maybe
No,
4
it's
or
just-
5 years
no,
ago.
there's a new
But
one.
they were like
1,300.
I was gonna no.
that
They were like
shit was
2,500.
beautiful.
Nah,
Okay, yeah.
I copped one in Marshall.
Yeah.
Right? In
Got that.
in West Caldwell.
Motherfucker always got some shit, yo.
And no, check this out. No, this is in
West
93.
Did you find
You
a?
paid $40 for it.
Right?
Yeah.
So my-
He found the little
my-
Vietnamese dude.
My
with
wife,
all
my
this
wife
shit.
put me on to Marshall. We didn't have Marshalls out here, right, in Jersey City. So she put me on when I started dating. I was like, oh shit, this is fucking.
This is a spot.
Gold mine, yeah.
So I was like, you can put shit on layaway. I was like, so
That's my mom's favorite word.
I
Esto lo
put-
ponemos leo, güey.
I put the I bought
Same here,
yo.
layaway,
So they
yo.
had the Shirling. They had the Shirling there, 94. I bought it. It was like $240 or something like that. $240. I was like,
Wow.
this is perfect. But my car was stick shift, but I couldn't move. It was like I was wearing a cast when I was driving with that shit. So I returned it. I was like, this is I shouldn't have returned it because
Yeah.
now
That
I
would be
fucking
crazy.
regret it. I
They're
miss
probably gonna
it.
sell for like 5 G's and shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but those you gotta take care of them anyway. You gotta be
You gotta
conditioned.
oil them and shit. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, because they'll dry out.
Yeah. It'll be like a
Speaking
cast.
of, do you know a good leather
The
conditioner?
cedar would have
Yeah, like, do you know a tannery? Anybody that runs a tannery?
No, I go right here to Martha. She's on Park Avenue up by 60 something.
She fucks with leather.
Oh, West New York.
No,
Talking
yeah,
about
West New York. She does all my
Well, that's
tailoring
our
shit.
neighborhood, yeah,
So you know, all
yeah.
in the '90s, I was rocking the bigger, baggier shit, and then
Right.
you know, as
And
time
now you gotta get it.
progressed,
Yeah.
you got you take it in.
You gotta get
That's
it
the
altered
lady
in.
to go to,
Yeah,
bro.
okay.
What's her
When
name?
I go
Where is
there. She's on 67. I'll give you her number when we leave.
Yeah.
We are starting a new company where we
Nice.
where we take
Nice.
Averexes
Nice.
make them funky fresh.
All right.
So we're looking for
So I have an Averex that I
I
can
need a
probably
tannery.
donate to you
We
guys
need a tannery.
and do it. I got an Averex. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
need a
so we
tannery.
need someone reliable and talented enough to kind of resurrect.
Nah, bro. She does. She knows
Those
her
are my
stuff.
favorite leathers.
She go. You go there. You put a shirt
I'll
on.
get
Yeah.
an Averex before Polo.
You
I'll show you the
go-
one I got.
That's
I'll
me.
show you the
Put
one I
it on
got.
and you tell her what you want taken off.
Yeah.
That's
And
me.
I'll
she
show
does
you the one I got.
Those are the real levers to me growing up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to
Averexes
that.
before
Shout
I
out to
even go
Averex.
Polo.
Shout out to the cockpit. Shout out to J
Word.
Kid. Does Polo make any pieces that are limited in quantity?
I think they do.
Yeah,
Oh,
they-
sure
they
they
have
do.
some. Yeah, on the app.
On the
So,
app?
so check it out. They have Ralph Lauren
They don't
app.
say how many pieces.
The
are
Ralph
available.
Lauren app. That's just like your regular Ralph Lauren every line, right? Then they have the Polo app.
Right.
So now the Polo app was catered more even.
So it's
us.
two different apps.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you go to the Polo app, you'll see that they have app exclusive items, right? Recent drops or coming soons. Like right now, the denim is the country line that's
Country, yeah.
reissued now.
It was out back in the day too, when they stopped, and then they came out with what's the other one that came out with Denim and Supply.
Yeah, Denim and Supply.
They stopped that. Now it's back
and even rugby, like the rugby line.
Rugby was the truth, y'all.
They were the best. That was the best line they had.
They
did.
The rugby line. I got pieces from the store because they closed down.
Right. The one that was on 14th Street.
Yeah,
on 14th Street.
I got a lot of shit from there. One day I fucking bracked up on that shit. Boy.
Nah, but the best place was the rugby store on 14th.
Yeah,
that was the spot.
That and the double. So when I was growing up, I told you I used to go clubbing, but we used to skate. Right, I used to skate of Jersey City.
Hell yeah, rollerblade baby.
I was the first person to get arrested actually in Jersey City for skateboarding. By the old medical center, by Clifton.
Oh, so like by Midtown, okay.
Yeah, Midtown, right there. So, right there on Summit Avenue by Clifton, it was more like Clifton, Montgomery. So I grew up in the center of everything. I grew up in the center of everything. Like if you want to go downtown, I was in the center. So I knew everybody. It was Montgomery Project
and Lafayette, right? Across from you. Yo, that shit was a war zone back in the day.
Yeah, so that was
Booker T too. Holy shit, I forgot about Booker T.
Yeah, Booker T. All of that. I grew up all through there. So growing up, we would go club. I used to skate. So a lot of the cats on the block wouldn't really skate, so I would go to the city and hang out. So I used to skate with Harold Hunter and them. So Harold Hunter,
R.I.P. Harold Hunter.
Rest in peace.
We used to call Harold Kermit, right? So we go
real
back.
Real quick, I'm sorry. Shout out to Ron Hunter, his brother, who's a low life, yo. Ron Hunter, heavy hunter, yo.
So Foes, his brother Foes who runs his whole the Harold Hunter Foundation, right? So we used to go skate. We used to skate in the park.
But when you say skateboard, when you say skate, you mean skateboard.
Skateboarding, yeah. So we used to go skateboard.
Rollerblade,
we used to say skate, right? So we used to go skate in Washington Square Park. We go to the Brooklyn Banks.
And
then from there, we would go to Mars, to the club.
Right.
So then that's where I met those cats. So it was like I had they was to skate. So before Supreme and all that shit came out, it was Team Shut. I used to skate with Coco and all these cats out there. That they were considering me to go amateur skate with them, right?
Wow.
So this is when Unique was in the village, like the store Unique. It was different. Benetton was in the corner.
Blades.
All that stuff. So a lot of the cats I met in Washington Square Park. This is before even the movie Kids came out.
I was going to say, that was around that time.
So then from there, we just became friends from going clubbing. There was some fight. Somebody messed with somebody, and then somebody fought with somebody, and you were skating. Everybody's gonna beat the shit out of you.
I hit him with the damn skateboard.
Break his face.
So I think I win game, motherfucker.
So it was like I guess I could plug Ron's. They have the movie. All the streets are silent. If you get a chance to look at that,
the streets are
all the streets are silent.
Okay.
That sounds familiar.
And it's just dropped. It's gonna tell you all about the history of the skate. Everything that I kind of talked about, the skating, Mars. What influence Mars was to hip hop. It'll tell you a lot about how hip hop and skateboarding came and meshed together.
To me, that's a
because in Jersey,
because
I hear in the East Coast, you would see skate videos, and there was always like in California, beautiful sunshine, mountains and shit. We didn't have that.
When
we
it
didn't
came
have
to New York
skateboard.
and Jersey, that shit was like hood.
It
was very like
they would make our own skate videos.
Our streets aren't even built for that.
Right.
Nah.
So we only had the Brooklyn Banks, and that was like
legendary spot, bro. I skated there my whole life.
So what we started doing is they were making videos, but they would put hip hop music on the back.
Exactly. We started that shit. We started that the East Coast like music.
Because it wasn't like that. It was rock before.
Heavy metal and shit.
It was rock.
And then they took it over there in the West Coast. They started doing it. I noticed.
And then
it was shit.
A lot of cats. That's what they did. And Harold Hunter, got rest in peace. Yeah, he was a big contributor, and he opened up that floodgate.
No, that's awesome.
That's
bro.
He was a fucking
and his brother
too.
Ron,
Ron, man,
he's a
cool
phenomenal.
We were sponsored by the same crew, me and Ron. That's how we got cool. We were sponsored by. Well,
you almost did something with rollerblading.
I was professional.
I
was professional, but I was professional, like not like
before the money was involved.
Yeah. Like I was already like motherfuckers knew me everywhere, yo. Like I'll go into New York and the Queens and start skating. Like, yo, Max, show me that Jersey sweat stance. It's a trick. I'm like, oh, yo, like, all right, man.
Can you still do it?
Not gonna lie, after 20 years, I put skates on, and I went and I did some shit.
I
ain't gonna do what I did, but I was like doing a couple of grinds. I was like, yo, I kind of stuck at it. I was like, all right. And then I was like, oh, fuck. I still can't Like back then, if you fell,
That's
like
me
I was like
walking.
very like boom,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
quick.
yeah.
Now I'm a little like, oh shit, okay, I don't got it like I used to.
Not only that, now if you fall and you fuck yourself
Yeah,
up, your
my
body
kids
won't
watching
recuperate.
and shit, I'm
Not
like,
only
damn.
that, your body's not gonna
Break your
recuperate the
ankle.
same.
Papi, ¿qué pasó? I'm a fucking idiot, bro. Leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, dame tranquilo, Ana.
Do you remember why you stopped? Was it
Yes,
just
I got
throwing
stabbed in the leg, and I lost feeling in my muscles.
Ooh.
That's exactly how it happened.
Were you stabbed in the leg?
Well, the guy came to
was
stab
it
me
a-
in the
was it a
chest,
skating
so I went to
thing?
try to kick it. No, we was in a house
Was
party.
it beef? Oh.
So yeah, it wasn't even. It was crazy, my man. We inside the room. We smoked. I was still smoking weed at the time, so we smoked
Yo,
and shit.
talking
and,
to Mike.
Oh shit, my fault. So we smoking in the room, and then this dude keeps banging on the door and shit. And I was like, and I look, and I was with two other dudes I ain't know in the room with like two shorties. So my boy Mike's trying to get in. So the dude opens the door, and I'm like, I was like, yo, this is my man Mike. Let him in, man. He chilling. You know what I mean? So he opens the door for him, and he says some shit to him. I don't know what he said. Yeah. But he said he like went in his ear and said something. So my man started hooking off. I was like, oh, this shit is real then. You know what I'm saying? Now, like, I got up. I started hooking off. So I see this dude take it out. He had a box cutter. He was like, boom. I was like, oh, shit. I was like, yo, I ain't scared. I'm going to fight you. Yeah. So I tried to kick the shit out of his hand. That's how he caught me in the leg because he was coming at my chest. I was like, boom. And he caught me. But the crazy shit was I fell to the ground. I got back up. I started wailing on this motherfucker. I was like, boom, in a tight-ass hallway. I was like,
nowhere to run.
Hey, yo, I started fucking his ass up. So all my boys came up from downstairs. They opened the door. They heard all the commotion. They were like, yo, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, shit. I knew I got stabbed. So I was like, I ran out. They were like, what the fuck you doing? He was fucking him up. I was like, nah, this motherfucker shanked me, yo.
But he stabbed you or he sliced you?
Well, he came in like this. I don't know if it was a slice or what. At that point, my adrenaline is rocking. I'm fucking you up.
But
like
it fucked up your skating.
Because I heard him. I heard about him. Like, he was a guy that liked stabbing people. Like, I knew who he was.
What a rep.
Yeah. So I was like, all right. I mean, I ain't, you know. And it's crazy, after I got shanked, because this was in Central Jersey when I moved over there. It wasn't even out here, bro. And I lived out here my whole life. I never got shanked. You know, I've been shot at and shit, but I never got anything. So I come out here and I'm like, yo, I might have to bring your motherfuckers out there. But I started thinking about it. I was already like, what the fuck is the point, man? Like, he got the one off, that's it. You know what I mean? If I see him, I see him, and that's it. I ain't gonna go looking for this dude. Like, it is what it is.
Brother, give me your Instagram if you have one.
Yeah, I have two.
Give me both of them.
Yeah,
I want to make
you can
sure
look up.
everybody
All right,
knows.
so Lito Leets, Lito Leets, and then the other one's my real estate one.
Yeah, yo, if you
Plug
guys
it.
need
Yeah,
houses,
let's
this
go.
is the man to talk
yeah.
to, baby.
Marcelo, MARCELO _ Japaz. Yeah, you can just type it and my name will come up. Marcelo, just JAPAZ.
So everybody, make sure you're following the brother Marcelo. If you need a house,
Word.
at Marcelo _JPaz. That's
I just
at
hit you with a follow right now.
MARCELO _JAPAZ. And if you want to get down with the
low life.
PJC 201,
Word.
you're gonna need to be sponsored. You're gonna need to be initiated in with love.
Sign application.
Holla at the bro at Lito Leets.
You gotta boost a piece for all of us.
Leets. Let me ask you a question. Is there anything that Ralph Lauren could do that would make you say, I'm never wearing polo again? If he comes out and he's like, man, fuck Argentina.
Maybe if he made
Nah,
a
because I say fuck Argentina sometimes too. I'm not soft. I'm not one of those guys that gets mad at anything. Like
right.
to me, I look at everybody's what
if
they're
they're like,
yeah, I'm not sensitive. I'm
I
not
look at
sensitive.
everything.
I'm not sensitive to any of that.
Yeah,
what
exactly.
if
To me, I'm
tomorrow,
like, hey, I laugh.
Ralph Lauren is R. Kelly.
If he's a rapist,
If he's a pedo.
Like he's a
pedo,
pedo.
I hate pedos.
Yeah,
The worst
nigga.
people in the world.
No more polo?
Nah, probably not. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
That's
Probably
extreme. Not to say I hope that happens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I
no.
know. That's
I don't
a
know.
fucking like.
I don't know. I just probably won't buy anybody Polo kids gifts. You know?
Yeah. I'll still wear my polo. Thank you, baby. I'll
that's
still wear
awesome,
my
man.
polo.
I take everything with a grain of salt, so I don't let none of that stuff.
So
really get to me.
just to go back, you have the 10-year anniversary coming up. Is that in 2023?
we just passed.
passed
Oh,
it,
it
right?
just
We just passed. Yeah,
And you had an event?
yeah. It was a little get together.
small
Really.
thing?
Yeah,
I
it was
didn't go to that
crazy.
one though. I think
Yeah.
it was like more like real quick.
It's sometimes
setup.
hard to coordinate because everybody's schedule. You know, everybody's
Yeah.
life
Everybody got lives.
Next
life
year,
continues.
for Father's Day, you're
Yeah,
bringing
Father's
back
Day.
the Father's Day
Yeah.
barbecue.
Do it.
It's going to be in Liberty State Park.
Awesome. We're going to be there.
Audrey
We're gonna
Zapp
cover it.
by
Yeah,
the
man.
pavilions in Audrey Zapp. You guys will be out there as well.
Absolutely.
Bring this table and do a show.
Bloodshot loves pavilions. Let that be known.
Yes.
Yeah.
Word
So
up. That's right.
I'll have
Who's my polo at?
I'm gonna have some special guest DJs come through. It'll be a good time.
And Argentina's are gonna be on the grill, so you know this is
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
so you know it's
scrumptious.
lit. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Let me get back to the brother Max real quick.
Yeah.
You were featured in a book recently. It's called The Reel of 2021 and 2020. produced by the
Written
brother
fully.
Sunez Allah.
Yes, my brother Sunez Allah, man.
What did he feature of yours in the book?
I've been doing it since like 2016, I think. I could be wrong, don't you know what I mean? But since 2016, I put up my favorite albums of the year and then all my favorite verses of the year. Okay. And I'm talking about 200 over albums that I listened to during the year.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah.
And I'm
so
like,
I put the list up in order. I mean, after like maybe 100, it might just be randomly just put in, but the first like literally the first like 40, 50 are fucking to the T.
Yeah.
Because I go back and listen to them right before I make my list. I'm like, all right, I might switch up. The guy I got him first right now might go to third.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just gotta
it depends on how you feel that day.
Exactly. I got to refresh. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, what was it? It was 700 verses that I fucking wrote down that I was like, that I thought was dope.
Right.
I ain't writing down the verses.
Verses?
Yeah, I'm writing down the verses that I thought were...
I haven't listened to 700 verses in the last 10 years.
That's why, like, bro, like I said, I'm a truck driver. So to me, all I do is drive and listen.
I was gonna ask you,
where
do you have the time?
I drive and listen. So I'm just like, well, sometimes I catch myself like really listening. I'm like, oh fuck, you know what I'm saying?
I gotta make this turn.
Yo, you know what I mean? I get into it sometimes. That's why I'm like, fuck. But my favorite time is in the morning when I'm off on the weekends and shit. If my kids are still, my daughter's usually up that fucking nut job. But I'll put on my headphone right at like 6 in the morning. Because I wake up at like 1 o'clock in the morning to go to work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So to me, if I go to sleep and I wake up at 6, to me, I'm like,
yeah. Exactly. You feel great.
Bro, I feel like a champ. So I put on the headphones. I just, now I break shit down. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Papa,
you're studying it.
I'm like, yo, fucking wake your mommy up, bro. I'm like, right now, when you see this shit on, that means don't not disturb, bro. Like, I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? So I just saw, like, I get into it. And my girl, fucking love you, baby. She gets pissed sometimes, like, yo, you're so much into your music. I'm like trying to like do shit because I want to take this shit serious. I've been doing this shit for so long.
You want to do it right.
Yeah, I want to do it right now.
You want to do it justice.
I want to do my own shows. I want to do my own shit. You know what I'm saying? So now she's very like, yo, fuck it, baby, do you?
Right.
Like, do what you got to do. And before she was like,
Shout
yeah,
out to that word.
you know what I mean? She's with it, man.
And your wife has sisters.
She got 2 sisters and 2 brothers. Yeah, man.
Forget the 2 brothers. Let's get back to the sisters. No. Shout out to
guy,
Shout
bro.
Yeah, this nigga, yo.
boricua sucio
Nah, but so in his book, he included your
featured
your
my
list for both years.
For the book, because he came out in he did his book for 2020,
right?
And then when he came out with the book for 2021, he let me know. He was like, "Yo, do you mind if I put in your list for the both years?
Right?
Because I want to do my new book now, but I'm gonna include everything I did for 2020. But I want your albums of the year, your verses of the year, because he was like, bro, you a guy that just loves hip hop. Yeah. He's like, I never met anybody like that's like you like that. You know what I mean? Like you just do it because you fucking love this shit for real. Yeah. And that's really what I do.
That's a fact.
Like I just do it because I enjoy it. Like I love listening to fucking music, bro. Like I'm just like, you know,
you love listening to hip hop.
Puts me into my little zone, like you know what I mean. And like,
it's your safe space.
I hear Mobb Deep and Wu, and them shit is rugged shit, and it calms me though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it don't make me want to like kill people and fight. To me, it's just like yeah,
it's home.
Yeah, to me, it's like it's
you
just
get in
like
your own zone, your own little world.
And I'm good, and I'm just like.
So, are you working on the 2022 list?
I already have most of it already. I'll tell you right now how many albums I got.
We got like 6 weeks left, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'll tell you right now. Hold on.
7 weeks, basically.
Here we go. I'm gonna tell you right now how many
albums. Where did Brother Sammy went?
I don't know. I think he's with Pro. I think he's with Pro.
Oh, he's with Pro. Okay.
Yeah, fucking little Brazilians, bro. Y'all scared, man. Argentina taking it all out, B. So right now I have 217 albums that I already
217
albums that I
on
have
the list.
listed, and I have how many verses right now listed for the year?
Jesus Christ! The fact that he's going like this.
935. That's crazy. And I'm not saying like if you ask me, yo, what verse did he say there? I'm not gonna be like split the whole verse. You know what I mean? Like it's just at the time I'm listening, I'm like boom, and then to me, it's like, all right, this is where it feels like it should go. Because, like, the top 10 lyrics of the year for me, nobody gonna fuck with these shits. Like, you really gotta come correct to fuck with these shits. Like, these shits are, like, full of content. It ain't no dumb shit. Like, it's real, content shit.
Now,
you know
where do you post your list? Just on social media?
Yeah, I post it on my phone, on my notes.
No.
Where do you post it?
When it's done, yes, I post it on my IG or Facebook. But I got a page in the works, a web page.
Sorry,
but it's just I have no time for the web page. I really, to me, I want to do more. Yo, for real, right? This guy. What I want to do more is my show.
I was talking to Professor, and I let Marcello and you.
No, Marcello, great stories, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all for bringing it up. And that's why it didn't surprise me when you started the Eardrum Stump radio show, because I was like, damn, if there's anybody that really should be doing
Bro, I've been
shows,
hearing it
the
for
Brother
years,
Maxie.
and from even MCs that I've been fucking with.
Yeah.
Like, they've been telling me for years, like, yo, you should have been doing this
Real
shit.
talk, if there's a radio station I want to listen to,
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
got
You know?
Did you ever try to rap?
Oh, back in the day, I was pretty nice, though, too. I was
Yeah.
good, but I was
What
very...
was your rapper name?
I never had a name. I
never had a name.
never really
I
had a
throw
name.
him a word though, and he can rap right now.
Yeah, well, not now.
Shambles. Shambles.
Yo.
Shambles. That's a hard word. That's a hard
That
word.
is a hard word.
Yeah, shambles.
I don't write no more.
Let me hear
Beatles
something.
skate. Come
Yo,
on.
You can rap off Shambles. You that nice, nigga.
Oh, my God.
Let me hear something
Yo, but
off
Max,
Shambles.
these verses and these albums that you're
Nothing?
putting, they're for the year.
Yeah, just
These
for
are
the year.
It only came out this year.
Only this year.
Oh shit.
Can you
Wow,
give us
200 albums this
I don't
year?
want the top 5 because I want you to save that. Can you give me who's the number 6 album?
Number 6 album?
A trending right now for 2020.
I'll give you number 6.
Give me 6 through
How about
10.
I was just going to
6
say, I'll
to
give you
10.
6 through 10.
I couldn't do that.
I'll give you 6 through 10.
He said he wrote down 900.
All right, number 6 right now to me is Black Thought and Danger Mouse, Chico. Okay. That's number 6. Number 7
Danger Mouse.
is Cop. A lot of people don't know who he is. He used to get down with Natural Elements back in the day. He was part of a group called Night Breed. Fucking insane MC genius. Genius level of lyricism.
What if you rap to A Butter?
He came out with 2 albums in one day. I was like, what the fuck happened here? I was like, shit, I had to push it on pause just to hear these shit.
Nah, if you rap to A Butter,
yeah.
if you rap to A Butter from Natural Elements, you gotta be
But
nice.
Kai is number 7. He's got the 2 albums. I put them together. I couldn't do one separated. Like I had to put them together. It's Woeful Studies and Languish Arts.
Okay.
Number 8, I got Rock Marciano and Alchemist, the Elephant Man's Bones.
That's a dope album, yo. I fuck with
Number
that album.
9, shout out to my brother Zach Neef Nori from Upstate. Man. He got this album, The Oracle. It's Oracle. This dude is a fucking maniac on the fucking rhymes, yo. He's got, I think, 2 albums in here in my top 20 already. Like, that's how nice this guy is, man. And you know what? He's the only other, 2 guys I know. He's one of them, Magic and Cowboy fan like me. So shout out to fucking Zach Neef Nori, man.
So Zach's kind of gay.
You know,
We still
listen to him,
accept
Zach. And then I got number 10, I got GS Advance, The Fly in the Silk. The dude from Queens, man. He's a beast. He gets down with it.
How do you find these artists?
Oh, these guys already knew, though.
No, but
for
like
years.
the newer artists.
Yeah, like I go to shows. I used to go to shows back in the day by myself.
Features.
But I would go on my show. I used to tell this motherfucker like, yo, come with me to the show, man. I'm going to the show. Like sometimes I want to go with somebody just so I can have a ride back with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was going alone, yo. And I meet all these people. And I hear these dudes open up shows, and I'm like, and I'm just listening. And I'm like, yo, this motherfucker nice.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? So I start talking, and then boom, this guy ends up being a dope SMC like 5 years later now. I'm like, yo, I already knew who this dude was. And now we close, you know what I'm saying? Like,
because I know
That's crazy.
You often post about rappers sending you their albums.
Yeah.
Whether
a lot of
either before it comes out or when it comes out.
yeah,
they
a couple
just mail it
of
directly to
MCs
you.
give me a couple of songs if anything, and yo, let me know what you think and shit. And yo, to me, I'm like, yo, I love that, yo. To me, I'm like,
That's super
I
dope.
would.
I love that. I'm like,
yeah.
holy shit, bro. Like, thank you for that. You actually care what I think of. You know what I'm saying?
If
Like,
I
to
could,
me,
if
it's
I
a
rap,
value your
beautiful
opinion.
fucking thing.
Yeah.
if I rapped and I could get a cosign from him,
It would mean something.
in my mind, I made it.
Yeah.
No doubt, no doubt.
Because like
I
I
mean-
said,
because you're a
you
real
studied
critic, you
hip-hop.
know?
Yeah, it's
You're a
Right,
real critic.
exactly.
I'm very critical. I'm very
Yes.
picky too. I'm very picky.
and you've been doing it for so long that you can like bridge the gap of now
Yeah.
till then.
Like-
and
like
you
people-
know what
Yeah.
to compare shit.
Yeah, like
with.
exactly. Like people be like, oh, no, like smoke towards Pusha T, JID or whatever his name is. No, I'm not like talking shit about him.
Yeah.
But oh, this guy's got the best album here. I was like, have you heard these albums though?
Yeah.
Oh no, who the fuck are they?
No,
exactly.
yeah.
All right, so I know because I listen to it all.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
the,
So that's the difference
That's
between
the
me.
problem.
You know, they're like, oh, those are C rappers.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, but how do you want people to like you if you're a rapper?
Yeah. Right.
You nobody know you, so you a F rapper.
What the
Yeah.
But
fuck
you want people to
wait.
know you, right? So you gotta listen to these
a C
motherfuckers
rapper
coming
like
up.
a
Yeah,
like
what-
a B,
Yeah, I'll do
like a
that.
Hollywood B star.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like an A,
Like-
B, C,
Yeah.
C.
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
Tiers to fame.
Like I almost got into fights like over like internet bullshit, like oh Killer Army, this guy's a fucking C rappers for Wu. I'm like, what's wrong with you, yo?
Yeah.
I was like, Killer Army got 2 classic albums, yo.
They
That's some
do.
real
The
shit.
first 2 albums
First
classic.
two albums,
You gotta be
classics.
careful on the internet.
I know,
yeah,
but
yeah.
these
Talking to
motherfuckers like
You're
motherfuckers
Killer
talking
that
Army,
to,
don't
you're
know
talking
shit
to a
from
kid that
shit.
just started
Yeah.
listening to hip
No,
hop.
these are dudes like
They
you know
don't
what I
even
mean?
know.
They
Like,
still don't know shit.
No,
from
that's
shit.
not a fight. You tell him Hey, you know what? You're right. Let's meet up, and then you pound their face. Then you pound their face.
Let's meet up and listen to it together.
But you know, I'll bring up shit like that. Like, look,
Knock them out and play the Killer Army album in their ear.
like, look, you know, people talk about Wu-Tang and everything. Wu-Tang's my third favorite group. Second, they're like right there fighting with Mobb Deep for second and third place. It matters what day I'm at.
Who's
That's what I'm
first?
gonna
Who's
pick.
first?
Gangsta.
Yeah.
Gangsta.
I'm
That's
surprised you
That'll
didn't know.
never get changed.
No
That'll
doubt,
never
no
change.
doubt.
But
Gangsta is
you know,
classic.
like I'll bring up Wu-Tang and shit, and like
Yeah,
a
but
lot
Wu-Tang did something for music that no one
No,
will
but yo,
ever
they changed the
do.
game.
Yeah.
They
No,
changed the
never
game.
again.
Never, and that's why I gravitate so much towards Griselda
Yes.
and
Yeah.
West Side.
What
I was
they're
gonna
doing is
compare
what they're
West Side to
doing, what they
RZA
did.
before.
Yeah.
Because he's doing it.
When
Yeah,
Wu-Tang,
but
Not,
he
he
doesn't
doesn't
produce.
He hasn't accomplished.
He doesn't
but-
produce,
but
though.
Yo, you know-
he doesn't produce, but he
He executives, yes.
Yeah,
Yo, you
Which
know
is
what
great.
it
He
is?
puts everything together.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's a genius for that, bro.
You know what it is? Like back
But he
in
doesn't rhyme like
back in
RZA either, though.
Yo,
This
back,
is a
RZA
fucking
is
Oh,
my
nah.
favorite Wu-Tang
shut the
rhymer.
fuck
Really?
up.
Yeah.
Jizz is mine, but RZA's up there.
Jizza, that's my favorite MC. Jizza.
Jizza? Of all time?
Of all time.
Okay.
Of all time.
Jizza?
Yeah.
Jizza?
My favorite.
That's
yeah.
great. That's a great one. Because I used to talk about Jizza, and people be like, oh, Method Man and shit. I'm like, yo, love Method Man.
Yeah.
But listen to Jizza, dog.
Yeah.
The motherfucker
Method
is lyrically
Man was
better
the
than all of
original.
them.
That's straight
No,
mathematics.
Method Man's like LL.
Yeah.
All his fucking
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
fans are fucking bitches.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
But
Inspector
when you
Deck, too.
heard,
That's my other
yo,
guy.
when you heard Wu-Tang back in the
Inspector
day,
Just swords.
nigga, that shit like,
Yeah.
that shit blew your mind.
never
Bro, I
heard
was
When
11
I
years
heard
old when
Rock
that shit came
Kim-
out, that first album. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Bro.
I was like,
What? Enter
That's
the
literally,
Wu-Tang?
I was
Liquid Swords.
right before I went to bed. I was listening to the shit on my walk, and I was like, let's go. Let's go. Like,
Smack a
you know,
home run.
You know what I mean? Let's go.
When I,
Let's get it.
when I heard Rakim, I said, yo, this shit is from a different planet.
Rakim was there. He started it all. He started the
That
whole
shit
that.
was
da-
from
da-
a-
da- da, like he started
He
like,
changed it
he
from-
changed that.
yeah.
Like,
That's
yeah.
missing.
He changed that.
Him and Cool G
You
Rap.
very rarely will
Cool
you
G
hear
Rap
an
too,
artist
hell
today
yeah.
that'll give
Yeah.
you that same
Well,
feeling.
Cool
Is
G
that
Rap.
Blood?
Yeah, Blood.
Cool G Rap. Yo, that's
Yeah.
good. Yo, to me, Rakim and Cool G Rap are the. To me, when people be like,
Cool
yo,
G
who are the
Rap-
two goats? To me, those are the goats. Because
Yeah.
they're literally the most copied MCs of all time.
They are.
They're
And-
the
but
illest. They
But
really.
Cool G Rap don't get the love that Rakim gets.
He does.
You know
he
why?
does.
He does.
You know
He
why?
does, but it's more
Hold
to
on.
like listeners, like real listeners. They give that love.
I'm gonna say one thing.
Cool G's
You know,
the man,
you
yo.
know what it was with Cool G
Rappers
Rap.
love Cool G.
You know what
I
it,
love
what
Cool
it
G.
is with Cool G Rap.
Rappers love
Cool
Cool
G
G
Rap was the NWA of the East
Of the
Coast.
East Coast,
Right.
yeah. He was
Right.
before
So-
NW. Well, yeah, not same time almost. Yeah, same time.
Even if he
But
wasn't,
he was
he
talking
was.
that mafioso shit.
His
you know what I'm
gangster
saying? Like,
shit.
Yeah.
He was an ill
That's
storyteller
what-
too. One
that's
of the
what,
illest
you know.
gangsters.
He still is.
He still is. Yo, he's got an
More,
album next
more,
month.
Yeah.
more people could gravitate to Cool G Rap. All the hustlers from the 80s.
Yeah, more than Rakim, because Rakim was more like
90s.
God
Rakim
body,
was more,
like, you
yeah.
know,
Right.
But
lyrically, like,
but both
but
of
he
them
was-
are
And
like basically
I'm not even
the
gonna-
fathers
Yeah.
of
I'm not
modern
even,
rap.
I'm not
Yes.
even gonna say too much of that God body shit, nigga. No, Rakim, nigga, like, bro,
He was more
you gotta
intellectual,
respect
though.
the art
Yeah.
form and
And
really
no
like
cursing. He rarely cursed.
and really
yo.
tune in.
Rarely curse. If you heard him say fuck, it was like, what?
Yo, not
Like, you know what I'm saying?
yo,
Like,
not
bitch.
curse.
So White Boy put me on to the fact that Method Man don't curse no more.
Yeah,
And
he
I-
don't
Oh,
curse
yeah,
in his rap.
That's good.
See, I
He
didn't
hasn't
notice
cursed.
that, yeah.
That's
He hasn't cursed in a rap that's been recorded
That's
since
good.
20. I think it was 2016.
I mean,
That's
great.
great.
Yeah.
He
That's
shouldn't.
great because that means
He's
your
challenging
vocabulary, you don't
Yeah,
gotta curse.
he
and
shouldn't. He's
fill it up with
versatile.
curse.
His
Which I understand.
vocabulary
But,
is
I mean,
elite.
I'm
Will
not saying,
Smith don't
I'm not
curse in
saying
his records
because
either.
I'm
Never
not saying
did.
because you curse means you don't
But-
better vocabulary.
Right,
Will
right.
Smith,
You
Yeah.
can throw some word curses.
Yeah.
in there.
Remember that Eminem rhyme?
Oh, well, look.
Yeah.
Will Smith don't got a cousin his
It doesn't make him a soul.
But I do remember this. I remember
Nigga,
reading. I
yo.
remember reading.
Rakim broke summertime.
No.
I really don't
That
give a
I
shit.
that I
Rakim
remember.
wrote
No,
Summertime?
but I
That's
remember
what I
reading
heard.
Chuck
No,
D.
that's
what I
not
heard.
true. That's
Chuck
not
D.
true.
They were in Puerto Rico for
That's
a
not
conference.
true.
They
You
were in
said
Puerto
Chuck
Rico.
D?
No, Chuck D.
Chuck
Chuck D.
Pop, look at him.
They were in
they
a,
said
they were in a conference for a hip hop conference in Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic and
Shout out to my wife, Dior.
and they were all there. All the
Shout
rappers,
out to her
all the rappers were there. Whatever. Chuck D said
Same niggas. Go ahead.
Chuck D said that Will Smith out-rapped everybody that was there
I believe it.
without saying one curse.
I believe it.
I don't believe that shit for
I
shit.
believe
Chuck D, fam.
Fuck Chuck D, he
Yeah.
lying.
Chuck D lying
my
like
fault
a
for
bitch.
saying
What
that.
Chuck D know about
Chuck D,
hip-hop?
my fault for saying
Nah.
that, because Chuck D, I respect you. You're one of the illest MCs
right.
ever. But come on, baby.
I thought I was gonna have to chew his ass, but
yeah.
you was
Chuck
next.
D's the man.
All right. Max, shut the fuck up.
Why? Because Will Smith is a better rapper?
No, nigga, because Because Chuck D is the fucking GOAT, nigga.
And we wasn't there.
And we wasn't there.
That's what he said.
And
I don't know. I
believe
wasn't
that
there.
shit.
But I remember reading.
I believe that shit.
I think Will Smith might be
What would Chuck D
I think Chuck D will do that. You know why? Because he's part of the same fucking cult. The fucking part of the whole fucking musician shit.
And like Illuminati.
Huh?
The Illuminati?
I'm not saying Illuminati. I'm not saying Illuminati.
Just shut up. And you were going crazy.
I'm not saying
Yo, we're not going to do this conversation. We're not doing this conversation.
That's what we do here on the
Yo, let's get more beers. We're going to go into Illuminati. We need more beers.
Conversation, dog.
We need more beers for that one.
Chuck D said it. I believe it. And honestly...
Chuck D to me is a GOAT. He's one of the Mount Rushmore.
My favorite thing Chuck D ever said was
say it.
He said fuck John Wayne.
No. He said motherfuck him.
Yeah.
Motherfuck John Wayne.
No. He said motherfuck him and John Wayne.
Never done shit for me.
Yeah. And I agree 100%. Fuck Elvis and fuck John Wayne.
Hey, I'm not talking shit on Chuck D.
Big GOAT.
I'm talking shit of
Big GOAT.
Yeah.
Big GOAT.
Chuck D.
Chuck D is a Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
The top 4, he's up there.
So don't question his fucking...
Nah, I'll question everything. If I don't agree with it, I'm going to question it a little bit and I'll give you my thoughts on it.
I don't think...
Why?
I don't think it's that you don't...
I'm not talking shit about it.
You don't agree with it. I just think you just want to go against it.
Nah, why?
Maybe because it was Will Smith.
Exactly.
Nah,
Maybe it was just a little exaggeration on Chuck D's part.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to get at.
I'm saying.
They're part of the same fucking...
That's what the man said.
The same machine. You know what I mean? So, of course, he's going to be like, he's fucking awesome. Really, he's not, though. You know what I mean?
You know what it is? When I listen...
It's like people saying Nas's last album was his best album that are part of the same machine. But, Illmatic is the fucking best album. Right or wrong? Hold on. Like, this is what I'm trying to get at. Like, shit like this. Like, you know what I mean?
Is Illmatic his best album?
I think, to me, it's his best album. It Was Written is right there, though. It was like, Illmatic to me is the best album.
That's a debate we've had.
So, Illmatic is the best hip-hop album of all time.
They're neck and neck.
Right.
How do you feel about... all right, let me ask you another question. You listen to all these albums. Do you also still listen to mainstream artists?
No, he doesn't.
No, there's a couple.
Nas,
He doesn't.
Oh, no, Nas, I love them. I love them.
Let's really like...
What do you mean, Magic? Nas's Magic album was, to me, it was the top 9 last year on my fucking list.
I think that's the best album he's dropped out of the last 4 albums he's dropped.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that should be labeled as mainstream.
But now it is kind of.
No.
I don't even think it is now, though.
No, it's not. It's not.
I think it's back.
That's why I said. That's why I'm saying don't ask. I don't think that's mainstream. I think we tune in and some mainstream people tune in, but Nas.
I don't hear Nas on
when has Nas been mainstream?
Second album.
That's what got him famous.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Album,
that's why a lot of
album,
people say
It
Was Written is better because of the reason.
That's why
because of the commercial appeal.
That's why I say
that's what I don't agree with.
It's better than
Because to me,
Nas.
Illmatic, the whole album is just like,
It's perfect.
But
Nas is like Polo.
But
you heard?
He's never
Nas is like Polo. He's mainstream with some elements of underground.
Hold on. What'd you say, Blood? Say it again.
Nas is like Polo. He's mainstream with some elements of underground.
No doubt. That's he's to me, if you want to talk about a GOAT, to me, Nas as an MC, he's the most polished GOAT to me. To me. He's the most polished GOAT, and people might fucking get on me, but Jay-Z? All day. That's easy.
But Jay-Z over Nas?
Hell no.
Absolutely.
What?
So Nas
over here. Yeah, Nas over Jay-Z.
That's why we primos, baby.
Yo, Jay's catalog
Us Brown brothers gotta
is
stick
fucking
together.
nice. Yo, Nas dropped hella garbage.
Yes.
Burnz doesn't just base it on lyrics, though.
Everything Jay dropped, there's like a good solid 9. I could be like, yo.
Yeah, and there's always a message.
And yo, and I tell people to this
Jay's
day.
a beast.
And I tell people to this day, if it came like lyrically, I don't think Jay could see Nas.
Not at all.
But Jay is a fucking
Jay's an
better.
animal, though.
I
Jay
wouldn't agree with that. I think Jay says
You think
shit
lyrically he's better than
I think
Nas?
Jay says more shit that relates to people and that people
Yes,
feel.
but that's different.
I
It doesn't
think
mean
Jay
he's better.
says. Jay says more shit that relates to people that's trying to become millionaires.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And we all.
Yeah,
If they
so some
both
niggas
spit
is
right
dumb.
now,
I like that. True indeed.
who's winning?
Some niggas dumb
If
though.
each of them spit a
Some
verse
niggas
right
dumb.
now.
Some niggas dumb.
All right, look. What Blood is
I'm
saying.
a Blood. If Nas and Jay-Z would have spit right now, Nas would have the better verse, though.
Who's winning?
It's
Nas
hard.
all day. Nas all
It's
day.
opinion
That's
based.
opinion.
See,
It's
but this is the
perception,
thing.
yeah, it is,
This is
it
the
is,
thing.
it
Y'all
is.
don't even know it, but y'all biased because y'all already saying
All right.
Nas is
Well,
doing
'cause
it.
I think
Y'all
he is
haven't
better.
heard
I'm
it.
not biased.
No,
I'm not saying that.
But I need to be
fuck with
biased because I put my money on Hov. Hov is going to
Nah, but to me, Nas is better, and I've listened to them since they
Yo, when
started. So
Hov
to me, it's
wanna
just Nas.
spit, that's son different.
saying.
That motherfucker.
You know who I put in front of both of them? Not in front of both of them, But I
gotta
have them
hear
up
this.
there.
I gotta hear
And
this.
they've been spitting since the same amount of time. Is a motherfucker called Pharaoh Monch and Black Thought.
Oh.
I
I'll
knew you
put
were
them
gonna say Black
motherfuckers
Thought.
right
I
there
didn't think
too.
Pharaoh Monch.
I'm gonna be honest. That's a good selection.
Shit.
But you know who I would put in front of
Busta
them?
Rhymes, right? Busta Rhymes.
Most Def. And
He
Busta
lost it over the
Rhymes.
years, though. He lost it
God
over the years.
damn.
Where would y'all put Biggie on the list?
Biggie didn't have too much shit for me to really like.
That's
rate him
like
that
me.
high.
That's like me talking Pac. And Pac got a
Nah,
way
Pac
bigger
got-
catalog.
Pac is better than Biggie than
Oh,
me.
Pac bit better.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
that's me.
no. That's
No.
not
Oh,
you.
shit.
That's me.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's not
shit.
you.
We got some hosts, Bloodshot included. That's
Yeah, that's
where
fine.
Biggie's the
Yeah.
greatest of
I
all
really
time.
don't give a shit. I'm talking
When
facts.
he came out,
I'm
he
talking
literally
facts.
changed
Nah.
the game. Like he changed the
Nah,
game
this
because
is-
he had it all. Like he
Nigga,
There's
Pac-
not a
yo,
Biggie
nigga.
song right
Yo,
now
bro,
that
bro,
y'all
bro,
don't know
bro.
the lyrics
Yo,
to.
Pac had
There's not a
Machiavelli
Biggie
1
song
through
right
11.
now.
Big had 2 fucking albums.
Yeah, that's what.
There's
That's
not
the
a
only
Biggie
reason I
song
give
right
That's
now
like
that you put on that y'all niggas can't
that's
rap.
like you trying to compare
Oh
Big
yeah,
L
yeah.
to Pac.
Blood. I know
It's
all
not
the Biggie's
happening.
lyrics too. That's my man.
It's not happening.
That's
what
my
I'm
man.
saying. That's
But
what I'm
he didn't
saying.
have enough.
That doesn't
you know
make
what's
him the
crazy?
greatest.
Yo, nigga,
It
I
doesn't,
love
exactly.
Big. It's not
I mean,
happening.
I get the greatest because the impact they had on him personally. That I get.
Well,
But
I
say,
often
to me,
think
Yo,
I
that.
mean, like, yo, Big Pun had a bigger impact than Biggie to me, and Big L. So,
Yo,
See,
can
but
we, yo,
Big
can we
Pun
play
and
music
Big
here?
L, yeah, we can.
Yo,
Big Pun and
who
Big
plays
L
it?
all fall under the same
So, yeah,
thing
yeah.
as Biggie and Tupac.
Hey,
yes,
F.
In my
thank you.
opinion.
I've said that for years. They
That's
all fall in
made
the
him
same
greater.
category.
Hey,
Yeah,
F.
but they were already.
You play the music? Yo, let me
Biggie
get
and Pac were already great.
let me get party
Pac, to me,
party and
already,
bullshit.
after he died, that's when it was like really crazy.
What?
Biggie was already, but he was bigger. He was already big, but him dying, that's when he started selling everything.
I think that
Nah, man. Biggie was already
I
the
think
king of
that
New York before
effect
he
was on
died.
all of them.
Nah, not the
Biggie,
king.
Big
All right,
Pun,
all right. Here's
Big
a
L,
question. Here's a question.
Tupac.
Out of all 4 of them, out of Biggie, Pac, L, and Pun.
Hey, yo,
out of all
yo,
4
yo,
of
in
them,
the
who's
back, in the
illest one
back.
to y'all?
We're picking you up on the mic.
Biggie,
Biggie, L, Pun, and Pac. Who was the illest out of that 4? Who was the illest one?
Everybody quiet.
Me too, Pun.
Hey, Ephraim, put that up.
I say Pun too. Damn, I'm like, you gotta take this, man. Move on.
Back from past classes, splits and asses. Who was the damn routine since 13? Chubby nigga on the scene. Jay Deuce in the Deuce. And my bubble goose. Now I got the Mac in my mask.
I remember
Glasses, man.
This was on the Who's the Man soundtrack.
Not even an album. Everyone knows where the party at. And can I bring my gat? If not, I hope I don't get shot. My chest, cause niggas is a mess. Me and Star bumping.
Rest in peace, Boogie, big. Rest in peace, Biggie, big up to Brooklyn.
Word, rest in peace.
All I wanna do is
Biggie was
party.
definitely one of the illest ones at that time, man.
Could y'all
Hey,
deliver a
F, you
top
good?
5
You can
list?
cut it off, yo.
I got my top 5.
Could you deliver a top 5 list?
My favorite rappers?
Yeah.
Easily.
Let's hear it. Jizza,
Jizza?
Smooth the Hustler, right?
Smooth the Hustler.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's
Smooth the Hustler. Wow.
Yeah, I know his shit
said that?
almost.
That was
Me.
you? Yeah, I thought Javi said
My
it.
best
Nah, let's
friend.
go, let's
I
go.
know this motherfucker.
Come on, let's go.
Smooth the Hustler?
Jizza. Oh, wait. Time out. Are you starting from 5 up or 1 down?
I'm gonna be honest.
Random, just 5.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. The only person that's first is Jizza.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
You
So
can mix
anybody
them
else?
niggas.
All right. So go ahead. Jizza and
Jizza,
Smooth.
Smooth the Hustler.
Got you.
That's a dope one, though. I like that one.
Yo, y'all hold it down a little bit.
Jay. We picking you up on the mic.
Shut your toto.
Shut your cocksucker back there.
Shut your punani.
Wait, did
Alright.
you say Smooth the Hustler?
Yeah.
Smooth the Hustler.
Yeah, you put Trigger the Gambler with him too.
No,
That's my
I
nigga.
just wanted to make sure because I was thinking of somebody else.
All right. So you got
Alright.
Smooth, Jizza,
I got
Smooth.
Jizza, Smooth the Hustler,
All right.
right?
Okay.
All right. So now it's like kind of crazy for me because I got like a 7, but I'm gonna go and I'm gonna narrow it down to the 5. Rakim,
Yeah, that's definite. Yeah.
Big Pun,
Okay.
and Black Thought.
Yeah, that's good.
But it's like
a good list.
I gotta put like Busta in there.
Yeah,
it's like
'cause it'll
hard.
vary on the day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
though, if I had
moods
to,
matter.
like if you had a gun in my head,
Right.
they got it.
Okay.
Those 5.
Max,
Max.
what you got?
Please.
I'm gonna fuck y'all up with my 5.
Step to the mic,
I'm gonna
bro.
fuck y'all up with my 5.
No, he's not.
My
Let's
number
go.
1 is Guru.
I know that.
Guru's number 1.
We all know
He
that.
And to
underrated
me,
like Jizza.
Yo,
That ain't
Guru
it.
gets
Guru is a
so
goat.
I've got into arguments about Guru. They're like, "What? He's your number 1?" He was like, "You don't know shit." I'm like, "What?" Guru's a respectable top 10.
I'ma be
Like
honest.
to me, he's a
No,
respect. He's been out since '88.
Let me get in. Let me get
Is
in.
arguably
best disc of all time.
the best
Yeah.
voice.
No,
in hip-hop.
let me
That's
get in.
definite.
I'm gonna be honest. Yo, Guru and AZ most underrated. I'm gonna just say that and step back.
Okay.
And let Max do his
Is
thing.
Fair enough.
Is Guru
Agreed.
underrated because
Absolutely.
Premier's so popular?
Yes.
You know,
Does he overshadow him?
nah, I just don't think.
I think niggas don't know enough.
Guru to me is he doesn't get mentioned a lot because he didn't have that appeal for commercial. Like
He didn't keep
guys
it
like
going
Biggie,
either.
Pac had.
Do you
like,
think he was monotonous in his delivery, and that affected
Yes,
his
I
popularity?
love his monotonous though. That's what I love.
You love the
I
monotonous.
think
Dope
he
But it
cared
could be.
too much about
You
the
could be.
culture.
Yes, because all he did
Because
was
he could have been whoever he wanted.
He had the appeal for
To
it.
me,
you say.
Oh, absolutely.
Lemonade was a popular drink and it still
Still
is.
is.
Let's go back to the top
Yo.
five. Let's go back to the
Top five.
Alfred.
requests. No more
Alfred.
requests.
Top five.
To me, Guru.
Hold on, let me wrap it up.
Yo.
We're
To me,
gonna wrap it up with
okay.
the top five.
I need
Guru
Alfred
was-
to
Hold
play
on,
that.
Sam. Hold on, Sam.
To me,
The
Guru was
Yeah,
the
Dwick.
most complete MC.
I need Dwick.
Okay.
He was the most complete MC to
Pause.
me, Guru.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He had stories. He had lyricism. He had the
Not
voice.
Quickie.
His beat fucking picking and shit. Like
I mean, he had Primo.
Well, exactly, the GOAT.
That's unfair.
So yeah. All right, number two,
That nigga's shit.
Tragedy Gaddafi. That's my number two.
Okay.
That's
Whoa.
Tragedy
actually,
Gaddafi.
he's actually my favorite in Queensbridge over Nas.
The
Me too. He's over
intelligent
Nas
hood.
for me too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
He's over
Okay.
Nas for me
Yes.
too.
That's
Him
two.
and Mega.
Number three.
Him and Mega are my favorite from Queens.
Third.
Nature from Queens?
Queensbridge,
Nature
yeah.
from
Nature from
Queens?
Queensbridge.
Yeah,
my
from
favorite.
Queens.
Three.
Most.
Come on, man, tragedy.
Slap you.
Three is I'm gonna say Prodigy, yo.
Okay.
Some real shit, Prodigy. I
Alright,
have
that's
to
big.
He's
because
dope.
he did so much upbringing of me, like living on
Yeah.
the block.
Prodigy's
Like,
the GOAT.
he's
That's
like,
big.
yo, like he's the father of slick talk, yo. He's the father of
And
slick
he's
talk. He was
probably
rhyming,
one of the
talking.
most savage
got-
artists
he's
of all
got-
You
time.
read his book?
Yo, you.
No, I never read it.
Hey,
He's
gang, hey, gang, you're right.
He's
I know everybody
arguably
talking
got
over you,
my
but I'm
favorite
listening.
opening line of all time. I break bread,
Bills,
ribs,
$100
bills, peel on Ducatis, and
What's your favorite Prodigy verse? He's a good question.
You know why I
Favorite
like
Prodigy
Prodigy
verse?
more? I like Prodigy even more because I met him in person.
He's a cool dude,
And
too.
like chopped
Met
it
him
up with
once,
him
yeah.
hella times.
Humble dude.
I got
Yeah.
H&IC on my arm.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, Prodigy, one of my
Prodigy's
favorites.
dope.
I only met Prodigy once, and he
Me
was
too. I
when
met him once
Prodigy-
at a show.
Nigga,
It
when
was dope.
Prodigy
Dope.
died,
Right.
when Prodigy died, I hit Max right away. Like, yo,
He already, I was, yo, that was the
I
one
ain't
guy
gonna
that I
lie.
teared for. I was like, fuck.
Oh, I was
Yo.
just gonna ask you.
Yeah.
I teared. I'm not gonna lie, I teared. I
I
teared
did-
for him.
I
teared
did
for
too.
Sean
Met him.
Price. Yeah, but it was just a music which just
I met him
resonated
hella
so much.
times.
I'm not saying I was a fucking killer or a fucking the
No,
biggest
no,
drug
no,
dealer,
no,
but
no.
you know the little like side. Yo, he
connected,
was,
whatever
to me,
it
he
was,
was
you
one of the
connected.
illest vivid MCs of all time.
I met him hella
He would
times.
speak to you and you see the
Yeah,
story he's
he-
talking about the
He
whole
used to
rhyme.
fuck-
Like, boom,
he used to fuck my nigga Rob's sister. Hey, yo.
Shout out to
Hey, Rob.
Shout out to Rob and his sister.
Rob, shout out to your
Shout
sister
out to
Pussy.
Rob. Onto you.
And his sister.
Yeah, this nigga crazy.
All right, so we are to
Five,
four
please.
and five.
don't give a
Four, I'm gonna go with Munch. Pharaoh Munch.
Okay, and five.
I thought you said munch, and I was like,
Very
oh,
much,
Ice
yeah.
Spice. I like it.
Now number
Munch.
five.
Don't do that.
Shut up.
Number five was
Be
it's a
very
toss-up
careful.
with a couple
We already
MCs.
accepted you late. All right? Don't fuck it up. Hey, F, you getting this?
Get him.
You getting this?
getting it all.
We
We're
cutting
about-
up.
we're
We're adding
about-
all this.
We're about to fuck
Adding all
Jose
this.
up right now.
So
And he
number,
called me Jose.
number
God
five, it
Yeah,
could be
done.
Joseph and Jose, I don't think there's a difference when you're late.
I'm
I know your real
dying.
damn. I
name.
was universally
I know
on
your real
time.
name.
All right, number five.
All right,
just
number
thought,
five is
who gets
it's
me as mad
a
as
throw-up.
Joseph? Jose.
It could be
Hey,
fucking.
perfect.
Sammy, shut the fuck up. God damn, yo. Can I just fucking finish already?
Yeah,
I know you're
finish.
scared
Top
'cause
five.
the World Cup
Let the
coming.
man finish.
I'm gonna be quiet.
But for number five, I got like a couple of heads. I got stop, man. I got this fucking guy. I got
Jay-Z.
nah.
Nas.
Not him or Nas, none of them. Yeah, bro, it's
Biggie.
crazy. Nah, none of them. Stop. I got either Black Thought, Jizza.
Black Thought is the
Pun.
GOAT. Yo, pun.
Puppy.
It's like it's a tosser, bro. And
He's like,
I want to throw
he's
Big
with
L
me.
in there. You
He's
know what
with
I mean?
me.
But
Because nobody knows music better than us.
Okay.
Nobody.
I want to see Big L.
I don't really care what y'all say. There's nobody in the world that knows music better than me and him.
LeBron
And,
calls himself a hip hop
LeBron is a
historian.
fucking jerk off.
But I'll go underground
Shout
too,
out to
though.
Kyrie
I'll
though.
go underground. I got a big guy that I've been
Kyrie,
loving
if
underground
I
for
had
years.
it, Kyrie, if I had it, nigga, you won't be going through that
Shit, Orlando
bullshit.
Magic
I
whipping
agree.
ass right now.
Dog,
Let's do it.
we ain't doing that
I
shit.
love Kyrie. Shout out to
Hey,
Kyrie.
Shout out to
Kyrie,
Kyrie.
me and you are the real fucking Hebrews.
Let's go.
Not those fucking European converts.
How about I give you
Them
my
crack
top
ass
five
niggas
now?
with their curly fries.
new
Fuck
top
them
five.
niggas.
The new guys. I can give you
Fuck
my
them
new
niggas.
top five guys.
Yo, F,
My new
Make
top
sure you
5
got that
guys.
recorded.
My number 1 for the past 10 years is Spit Gems, yo.
Gang, gang.
I was
Okay.
gonna say that.
This
yeah.
motherfucker, bro.
He's
I
nasty.
throw him in the top 5. That's how
Gang, gang.
fucking nasty
He's
this
nasty.
brother
Spit
is,
Gems.
yo.
He's nasty.
His albums are immaculate. To me, he doesn't have anything wrong with his albums. They're all flawless.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This
We're
as a
the
fan,
real
but
black
it's like,
Hispanics.
but if somebody says, "Oh, Kanye's albums are all classics," but if I say Spit Gems albums are all classics, I look like a front runner or something.
Yeah.
Oh, but you can't because why? Because he's famous. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I'm like, yo, Spit Gems to me, number 1
Shout
right
out to
now.
the
Past
brother.
10 years, yo.
Shout out to
He's the
Spit.
illest MC to me right now.
Because I work with garbage.
Well, for
And I
years
can tell
already, and he's a
everything
cool
suck
brother
my
too.
dick.
You know what I mean? Like I fuck with him.
One
Like
thing,
he's
Jews will
dope
never
as
have
hell.
garbage. Fuck them.
Number
I'm
2.
gonna go
That's
fucking.
Marv
I'm
for
gonna like
life.
cross pass on some other shit. I'm gonna go with
I saw you.
J Royale from Baltimore.
Yeah, you posted that.
Okay.
J Royale's a beast. He part of the Umbrella Collectives. Yo, Sam, your shit getting caught on my fucking headphones.
Come on, man.
My bad.
Let's focus.
So J Royale's the number 1.
Focus.
Hold on, we wrapping this up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with I mean, Ill Conscious too from Baltimore, man. It's tough to name my top 5 right now. Like the newer guys, I have so many, bro, because I listen to so many MCs.
Yeah, it don't matter. Nobody's
It's crazy.
ever heard of
I only-
Mickey
Yo, you heard of
Diamond, Mickey
Ito?
Diamond from
You heard-
Detroit. Ito's he's in my 5 too. I was gonna say him last.
Ito?
Yeah, Ito's my guy.
Yeah,
What about
Jay
Nems? You
Black,
fuck with Nems?
Cass.
I like Nebs, but he's
wouldn't
not
call
one
him
of
a
my
new cat
favorites.
either. I
Yeah, no,
wouldn't
he's
call
been
him-
around since
Nah,
like
yeah,
97,
yeah,
98,
that's a
like
fact.
battling and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I respect them.
Yeah.
Oh, without a doubt, it's hustle,
He's
everything. The
got
guy's a
hustle.
man.
Wow.
He's
Yeah.
a man. Yo,
Shout out
that
to
song
the
he did with
brother.
Gems,
Shout out to
200.
Yeah.
That's one of the hardest
Yeah.
songs, yo.
Yeah.
To me, I'll put that song back and forth against any song.
Oh, with the back and
With
forth
the back
to
and
it.
forth,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
call
yeah.
that shit boomerang.
Yeah,
Boomerang
that shit
rapping.
crazy.
Boomerang.
Yeah, because they got it off also.
Gems and Nems went ape shit on that track. yo.
And I always
I'll
told
put
you.
the niggas against fucking
What?
any Styles and Jada track.
Yeah.
That track is that good.
Chill,
That
chill,
track
chill,
is
chill,
that
chill.
good.
And
I always told you, Rug
I won't
Cutters.
do
Rug
that.
Cutters was
Rock
my.
Cutters took,
I
man.
Rug
won't
Cutters
do
was my
them,
shit.
but I do gems.
Gems to me is the illest. Like I don't
Gems
think nobody
is-
can fuck with him. To me, he's like
And
the,
you know him,
he's
right?
yeah, he's cool. I knew him when he was fucking called Era.
No, he
was called Era before
He's
Spit
special.
Gems.
Yeah, yeah.
Brother,
Alright?
He is.
the brother
And I met him,
special.
man. This is what I mean. I used to go to shows alone, bro.
The brother
Yeah.
special.
I met this man. He
Where's
dressed.
he from?
He's from Queens and Brooklyn, back and forth.
He's from East New York.
East New York,
Damn,
Brooklyn.
I think I heard of him.
Originally.
Yeah, originally, but you know, he was always back and forth from Astoria and shit. From what I know, you know what I mean.
He's
Right.
from East New York.
But he's an East New
You gotta
York
plug
cat.
us in.
Yeah, most definitely.
He's
most
from East New
definitely.
York, Brooklyn.
100%.
You
Yeah,
ask
but
him,
I met this
that's what he'll
motherfucker.
tell
You know what I mean? I go to buy a CD off of him.
No,
I'm
that
like,
yo, that nigga,
I'll put him against
And
anybody.
real dude, right?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Real dude.
Real dude. Smart. Yo, he's a scholar.
I never met
Smart
him,
genius.
but
nigga.
I
like,
know
you know what I mean?
people-
Like
Yeah, no, he sounds like he's
smart as shit.
I
yo.
know people.
When you hear him
That's
speak,
what I like when I
you
hear
hear him
rhymes.
talk,
I
when you
want
hear him
guys that are gonna
He's a real
fucking make me
deal.
look up words and like
And he
fucking
nice.
break shit more down. You know what I mean?
He
Like,
nice.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I love guys like him that rap, yo.
Really nice.
You actually, you could get him on this show.
That's what we're gonna try to do.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. We
tried
gotta
to
plug
do
his
that.
shit.
Do that. Word
Yeah,
up.
100%.
Shout out to
That'd be dope.
Shout out to Nems, yo.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the
Word.
five, right?
Nems.
Yeah, basically. I mean,
Yeah.
Nems
fuck
is
yeah.
All right,
nasty.
so let's get into 10 shots with V.S.O.P. So this brother right here is gonna ask both of y'all. I'm assuming you're gonna
Yeah,
go
we
gotta be-
yeah,
back
back
and
and
forth.
forth, back and forth.
10 rapid fire questions. Give them your honest answer with minimal thought, and
Okay.
We'll take it from there.
All right, so
I like these.
No
Alright.
thinking, just answer.
just answer real quick. So
Hey, gang.
10 shots.
You talking to Thomas Product. Right, gang? Right?
All right, we gonna try to
You
get
ain't
through
gonna,
this as
you ain't
fast
gonna
as
get
possible.
shit else from me.
Get it, get it.
All right,
let's
so
do it.
here we go. Number 10. We talked about lyricists, forefathers. Your opinion, who would you take? Cool G Rap, Rakim. Who you taking?
Rakim.
Fuck.
Rakim is done.
Okay, Rakim, easy for him.
Even Coogee will pick fucking Rakim. He's an idiot.
Nah, I don't know, man. I'll say Rakim right now, though. I'll say Rakim
Right
right now.
now,
All
he's
right,
right
Rakim.
now,
I'll say Rakim.
yo, right now he's thinking of
No,
being
no, I'll say
biased.
All right,
He's
all right.
thinking of being biased.
No.
Can't
Rakim.
say you
Rakim.
gotta fight your bias.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, but it's not
Rakim,
biased.
nigga.
I think
Rakim?
they're both like there for a reason to be in
Rakim.
that place. You know what I
Nigga,
mean?
Rakim is the fucking
Rakim. All right, here we go. Number 9. Benny, Conway, or Westside?
Conway, easy.
Benny.
That's fucking easy.
Benny.
Lyrically,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
always go with Benny, but my
Conway.
favorite is
Is
actually fucking Westside.
But you're asking what? My favorite?
Maxie,
Overall.
y'all go to Maxie house, Maxie be like, why the fuck do you like him? I'm like,
No,
yo,
I fuck
that
with him.
nigga's
I
a
like
genius.
Westside, but I can't listen to him
Yo,
that
he's a-
much. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
can't.
yo,
I could listen to him. He's a
hey,
genius.
yo, you know what I mean? Like,
Yo.
like, I respect his hustle.
And I hate
Respect everything
annoying
about him.
voices. But yo,
But
that
his
nigga, he's everything to me.
I can't.
But if we
Shout out
talking-
to him though.
Shout
I
out
love
to
his
Benny.
genius.
Shouts to Conway, shouts to Griselda, shouts to Buffalo. Number 8. Mob or Wu Tang.
You fucking piece of shit.
Wu-Tang.
Mob right now. I'm gonna say Mob today.
Mob and
Wu-Tang
Wu-Tang.
forever.
There you
I'ma
go.
say
Damn, they
Mob
splitting
today.
it up.
You gotta
Mob
go with a fucking.
Coño, Sammy, pero
You gotta go with two people, though. You
Tiene la bola hinchada.
can't fucking.
Échame la pelota, nene. Coño.
Yo, you can't do that. It's not even fair for him.
Yeah, it's like
It's fair for me.
All right, but you gotta pick. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
it's
Today
fair.
I'll pick my
Yeah,
best.
it's fair for me.
Today I got
But
Mob.
Life is not fucking
Life
fair.
It is, and it is.
life ain't fair.
Number 7, Primo or RZA?
Primo. RZA's number 2 to me, so that's easy.
RZA, Primo.
RZA.
Sam said RZA.
RZA.
If
Primo.
Primo's number 2, who's number 1?
Primo.
No,
Primo's number 1.
RZA.
RZA's number 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I misheard you. Okay.
RZA's is number 2. That's what you
Alright.
should have said.
Number 6, Ray or Ghost?
Fucking Ray
Ghost.
all day.
Ghost over the years. But
Ghost is my guy.
if it's an album, I'll say Ray.
Let me
Got the
explain-
best album
let me-
out of all the
Let me
solos.
explain something to you. Let me explain.
I mean,
something.
I'll say that. You know
Let
what I
me
mean?
explain
I like
something.
how Sammy answers.
Let me explain something to you.
Sammy ain't even thinking. This motherfucker.
Purple
Hey,
cha-
fucking.
Yo.
He said Ray. He said Ray.
Purple tape.
Tell
All
him.
All right, you gotta explain that. We'll go back to it. We're gonna go
right,
back.
we go back to it.
Come
Go
on.
back. Number 5, Big Ol' Big Pun.
Pun. Fuck. Pun. I have to. That came out first.
Don't
Yeah,
even
pun.
ask me that.
All right.
And I ain't racist.
Fuck.
All right.
That's a tough one though. I
What
love
you
both
doing
of
is
them.
your race.
I'm saying.
We talked about
Niggas
Don't
be like, yo,
Cruise
you're
and shit.
black. You didn't act fucking Big L.
We
Oh,
talked about
motherfucker.
Cruise and lyricism and shit. One of our favorites. We this almost started the show. Slaughterhouse or D Block?
Lyrically or album wise?
Lyrically,
Just anything?
just lyrically.
Lyrically, Slaughterhouse. I
Yo,
go Slaughterhouse lyrically.
That's tough.
Crooked Eye, Joel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's lyrically, that's easy to me.
Yeah.
I think
Nigga,
lyrically.
Royce
But
the-
now, album wise and shit.
Wait,
because the
wait.
last don't really got no classic albums or anything to me. But
Right.
they got
They got
great
We Are the
features.
Streets,
Hold on,
which is
hold on.
dope.
But that's the
They
best
have
album.
a greater overall.
Yo,
impact.
Yes, exactly.
You
Yes.
said
Money, power,
Slaughterhouse.
respect.
Yeah.
Huh?
And you didn't say fucking Royce?
No,
Oh,
Royce is the
another
beast.
one too.
Yeah.
Wasn't Royce his
I
Slaughterhouse?
said Royce first. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I said
okay.
Royce, Crooked, and Joel. I
Yeah.
think.
Oh, I
could be
heard
wrong.
Crooked Eye and Joe. I said,
No.
Nah, Royce.
But why
is-
you ain't say Joe?
I said Joe.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, Joe
I
Budden.
didn't
No,
hear
didn't
it.
say Joe Budden.
You didn't fuck. You
No,
don't
he's
fuck
Nobody
with
like,
said
to
Joe.
me he's the less lyrical one, but
He's dope.
he's
No,
dope.
nobody said
He
Joe.
had a couple of tracks. I'm not gonna lie.
But he's
I've
not
never
the best
got
one of the 4?
Nah, to me, nah. I think Royce is lyrically the best.
Royce is the...
Royce is the best.
Better than Joe
Yeah.
Budden?
Let me
Yeah.
tell you something.
Hell
Royce
Yes.
Better than
is...
Joe Budden?
Fuck yeah.
Nigga,
Yes.
shut the fuck up for a second. let me bring you some real hip.
Wait, let's go back. We gotta go back.
Wait,
We're going back.
Nah.
We're going back.
We'll go back. We'll go back. We'll go back.
We'll come back. We'll come back.
Number
We'll come back to
3.
Joe Budden.
Number 3. Mantra Thought.
What?
Pharaoh Monch. Black Thought.
Fuck you, bro. Those are like. I'm gonna go Munch right now. I'll go
Munch?
Munch. Yeah, I'll go Munch.
Ooh.
Where you going?
I'll go
Thought.
Munch.
He's going Thought. I know
Nah,
he's going
fuck,
Thought.
I'll go Thought.
Heavy
I'll go Thought now.
Oh, both?
Yeah, I'll go Thought right
Double
now.
Thought?
Nah, motherfucker.
Yeah, nah, I'll
Don't
go
be
Thought.
flip-flopping.
Double
That's
Thought.
a tough one though,
Go
yo.
where you went.
Yo, those two right there, the illest lyricists of all time to me. Like,
Number two. Hey,
Number 2.
pay attention. Number 2. These
two,
brothers.
man,
These two
kicking
brothers
his
did it all.
the fuck?
These two brothers did it all. They did music. They did movies. They did poetry. One of them actually did prayers. DMX and Pac.
Pac, easy to me.
You know
think
what?
so.
This is very hard for me.
I'll go with Pac there.
Max
I'm
said Pac.
I'm gonna go with Pac. You know why? Because, yo, Pac is just a fucking...
All right, you can answer. All right, we'll go
But that
back
was
to
the
it.
most stumped you. That was the longest it took you to answer
Yeah,
that
yeah.
question.
Any question y'all gave me.
No,
that
the
was,
rest you were like that.
Yeah,
But
this
that
is
one-
the only one.
Yeah, that's
Because,
the
yo,
only
I love D.
All right.
Hey,
so
yo.
last one.
What a weirdo.
Hey.
DMX.
What a fucking.
Hey, yo.
It was about time he catch me. It was about time.
No editing.
Hey,
That's
no,
right.
no
Hey,
edits,
yes,
no
edit
Hey,
it out.
I'm not a faggot. He was
We gotta
slick.
edit out that.
He was
fact.
slick.
We gotta edit that out.
He was slick.
I didn't say that. Shout out to the Rainbow guys.
I don't suck dick. I don't suck dick.
Edit that out too.
He was...
Not that there's anything wrong with that. We
Now
not
that
saying
is anything
All
wrong.
right, I don't like purple.
If you
Hey, Sammy's
enjoy-
my best friend regardless.
Oh shit!
Yo, I wish I was in the studio, bro. Yo, I swear to God.
All right. Let's reel it
Number
in.
one,
Let's
number
reel it
one,
in.
please.
Let's reel it in.
Number
Number
one,
one.
what's
Since we're all 90s heads and shit,
Yeah.
right? We're all 90s heads and shit. What was the better era in the 90s? Early 90s? Late 90s?
Mid 90s.
That's not what I asked.
Yeah, but mid, I will go.
So like 94 to 97?
Best to me, 98. I'll go 94, 98.
All right, so we'll restructure the question.
Give me 90.
That's perfect. 94 to
90.
98.
So we'll say,
Early
no, wait.
90s.
I'll restructure the question.
Hey, he older than me.
Early 90s, mid 90s, late 90s.
Mid.
Mid 90s.
All my favorite albums from the mid-90s.
I want the 90.
Early 90s.
I want 1990.
Early 90s.
I remember
Put it
that
in
shit.
there.
I remember that shit vaguely.
All right.
Like I know what I was doing.
And there's 10 shots.
10 shots. Shout out to these brothers for coming up here today. Shout out to the brother Marcelo.
Facts.
Make sure y'all
Facts.
follow him at Lito Leets.
Great
Shout out to
episode,
the
yo.
brother Sammy. Make
Follow
sure
my
y'all
brother
follow
Marcelo.
him at timeless_product. If you need anything designer related, holla at him. He's gonna
I
get
get
it to
you
you
right.
below retail.
Super right.
Gucci
Shout out to the
gang.
brother Max. Make sure y'all tune into Eardrum Stump.
Eardrum
Thump.
Stump. Eardrum Stump.
Thump.
Yeah, can I talk about the show for like 2 minutes?
Yes, hey, go to ad, please.
Alright, the name of the show is Eardrum Stump. It's
Where'd you come up with the name?
It's something I've been saying for
It
years.
should have been
Eardrum Thump.
Eardrums Thump.
Thump.
Eardrum stump.
Eardrum
Bump.
stump.
All
I
right.
took it as like an eardrum stump because of the
You got
thumping
it,
from
you
the
got it.
speakers in the back of the car, like
Yeah,
thumping. You know
okay.
what I mean?
I
I
just
said,
spelled fucked up.
No, thumping is cool, but eardrum.
eardrum stump.
It sounded
What I'm
better.
giving you is gonna make an eardrum stump.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
basically- But that's the name of the show. Like when I get my own show, like hopefully one day I do this. That's gonna be the name of the show, Eardrum Stump. But I'm gonna have episodes like I have on the show on air.
Yeah.
I got
Right.
Mob Mondays for Mob Deep and all things, rich brother. Wednesdays I got Wednesdays. And then Thursdays, I know Thursdays is usually throwback Thursdays. Everybody uses that.
Yeah.
So I was like, one day I was thinking, I'm like, yo, I need to do something different. Like I don't want to say throwback Thursdays because it's like everybody has that shit. So I'm looking at my boombox. I swear,
but
shit you
our
not.
Thursdays are better.
I'm looking at my boombox and I'm like,
Our Thursdays are
I'm
better.
like, I should incorporate it with my boombox because it's still the same boombox I had since fucking like 99. You know what I mean? I fixed that shit like 2 times. Like I had like $80 to fix the shit. I'm like, coño, bro, hijo de mi puta, me están matando. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo. So whatever, and I'm looking at my every time I do the anniversary albums, like yo, 20 years, happy birthday. I always put my boombox in front
I
because
see
that's
that,
like to me, it's like that's we grew up on
The essence of it,
Yeah,
yeah,
you know, we
yeah.
had the
Boombox
boombox.
was
That
the
would've been
shit.
the
Yeah,
logo.
that's my logo's
Shout
coming.
out to Radio
my logo's
Raheem.
coming with it.
Say no more.
Yeah. So I look at it and I was like, oh shit, I should incorporate the boombox. And I'm like, yo, and I remember saying it a couple years ago, Boombox Chronicles on some post I did because I had the boombox.
Twin,
in
you're
it.
talking to
I was
the
like,
nigga
oh
that
shit, that's a
got a
fucking
whack.
perfect name. Boombox Chronicles. That's
yeah.
it. Short and simple. Boom, bang. Yeah, that's it.
Word up.
And I did that.
I
was
tuned
just like,
in.
Boombox
I tuned
Chronicles.
in
Those
this
are my
past
throwback
Thursday.
Thursdays.
Yeah.
I tuned in this past Thursday. You had the Jedi
Oh
Matrix.
yeah. Oh, you know Jedi. We good. We good.
I was hoping you would have
yeah,
played.
yeah.
I was hoping you would have played cheesesteaks, bro. That's my shit.
Yeah, but that's newer though. That's the
Yo,
only reason.
let me
That's
tell you
it.
something. Yo, let me tell
I
you
was
something.
hoping you would have brought
Yo,
cheesesteaks.
yo, nah.
Dos amigos, please.
Yo, let me tell you something. Yo, Icon.
But hold on.
Wait, no, I wanna
Wednesdays is
talk.
7
No,
p.m.
Let him finish. Let him finish about the
plug
show.
the
Yeah,
show,
yeah.
please.
He's plugging the show.
My Wool Wednesday shows at 7 p.m. All my shows during the week. Monday, my Monday, Wool Wednesday, and then Boombox Chronicles Thursdays, which is my throwback Thursday, basically. It's all 7 p.m. And then I got my Sunday show. It's called Get in Tune. It's called that because I want you guys to get in tune with all this new hip hop that just dropped.
Yeah.
You know, and I try to put as much because you can only get like 2 songs. You can only get like 2 songs off an album or
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
3.
3 songs from an artist.
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
I'm like, coño, bro, like, let me play my
Yeah,
shit.
they have
that-
limitations.
yeah, but whatever. At least I could throw it out there for. I feel like these guys need to get praise. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Yo,
let me
Max. Yo, Max.
Yeah.
You need to bump that Red Inf, the broken
All right, I
mold.
bumped it 2 weeks ago when the album first dropped. I
Yeah,
already
he
bumped
did.
that. Hell
He
yeah.
did. I was
Okay.
listening to it. He
Hell
did.
yeah.
That shit fire.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. I fuck with them, man.
Yeah.
I fuck with them heavy, man.
Alright.
They got the New York sound. You know what
So
I mean?
make sure y'all tune into that. It's only available
That I'm
on
with.
AMP right now.
On AMP.
It's called
I'm with the
Eardrum
New York
Stump
sound.
at Max Low Hip Hop. Make
Max
sure y'all
Max
follow that.
Low Hip Hop. MAXLO Hip Hop. All
That's
together.
on
That's where you
AMP,
gotta
and that's on Instagram.
Yes.
Follow at timeless_product for all your design needs. Follow at Marcello_Japaz for all your realty needs.
Forget about
Follow
me.
at Lito Leets for
Follow-
all your JCT201
Follow my
needs.
brother.
Oh, your polo needs, baby.
Follow my brother.
Hey, word.
Follow J Twin.
Follow my
For all your
brother.
security
Follow
needs.
the brother
Follow my
Kiko.
brother,
We're gonna
brother.
fade out with the
My
love
brother.
song of the week. It's brand new artist. They're called the Sacred Souls. The name of the song is Can I Call You Rose? Album just dropped. It sounds like it's some 70s shit. It just dropped 2022. I know you're a music lover, so I chose it specifically for you. That. Brother F is going to play that for us now. The M. Burnz Love Song of the Week. Thank you, brothers, all for being here. Gahhd Cast episode 125.
And let me say this. I'm happy that motherfuckers I grew up with are actually doing this.
Yo.
And we're finally going to do our thing, like, separately.
It went so
from
long.
Everything else. I love y'all, yo.
Come back.
Come back.
Likewise, bro. Likewise,
my brother.
I was just thinking about that.
You too, Sammy.
You fucking disappeared. But come back. Sammy's going to come back because Sammy got a message to the youth. But we're going to fade out right now. No doubt. Sacred Souls, Can I Call You Rose? Love Song of the Week, episode 125. Do remember, chin up, chest out, carry yourself with honor, carry yourself with pride. Uncle Joe loves you, and we out.
Gahhd Cast.
Shout out to Polo, man.
Yo, that's great, yo. This shit was so cool. We gotta do this shit like at least twice a year, yo. This shit is just dope to me. I love this shit.
Chill.
I did not.
I haven't had this much
Yo,
fun.
Joseph been trying to call me up here for a year.
Oh my god, I gotta piss.
And I did not want to do it.
Now I gotta give you my top 5.
Play the song,
I
bro.
was burying my nails. I was burying my nails. I gotta hit you with my top 5.
Yo, let's go do a and a fucking cigarette.
I gotta check my car.
Shout out to all the ladies, all the thotties, all the side chicks, all the white chicks. Where did the drink come from?
From me.
Shout out to Sammy and the drink. Cheers
Chill.
to that. Thotties and the side pieces, strippers and the teachers, I love you. We out.
Let's go.
Can I call you Rose? Cause your fragrance takes over the room. Darling, I wanna plant you in my heart. Oh, so let grow. Can I call you Rose? Cause your thorns won't let love in too soon. Can I call you Rose? Cause your words have the power to consume.